And we are live. Welcome to the monthly giveaway. The first monthly giveaway in 2 months. Obviously, the last time we were here for our anniversary giveaway, which was September the 1st weekend. Welcome back. Great to see. I'm finally proud to announce we have finally hit 50. Half a century of people in the marbles tonight, which is incredible. The first time we've been over.
Oh hell yeah!
We were 45 was the record. We hit 50 this week, which is amazing. I said I wanted this month for it to be 50, and you guys have followed. Obviously, we've had a lot of new members, which has helped. But great to see 50 people in, which means there's going to be 10 round one heats because there's so many people in.
Jesus.
So we've got a lot more filtering to do this week. So there's going to be 10 round one heats, then we go into the round twos, the round threes, and then finally the top 10 shootout. So there's still only 4 parts of the giveaway until we get to the top 10. Just a few more round one heats. They're the first names, so it's going to be round one heats, obviously 5 people split into 10 groups. In this first group, you can see Dognut, Versonius, we've got Clam Snooters, Guardy, and Billy Bob in this group. And we're going to go to the usual traditional round one track, which is usually the paperclip. So for anyone that's never seen our monthly giveaways before, because there's a lot of new people here, just bear with as we go along. You'll get to see it unfold as we go along and so on. You know what's happening. What we do in this one, so everyone wins something. Even if you get knocked out in round one now, everyone wins something. Whether it's little or large, you'll all win something. So in the round one heats, if you get knocked out in this round, so we'll lose 1 member from each of these round one heats. We'll lose 1 member. So you finished last year out, unfortunately. If you get knocked out, you will still get a 10 million IS bonus plus 100 LP. If you win one of these early races, the round one races, you will get a 25 million IS bonus and 250 LP. So there's something for the winner. The main thing is, though, you've got to be in that top 4 to get through. We're going to crack straight on with it because we've got a long night ahead here, a lot of members to get through. So 6 laps round the paperclip. We keep the same track for all these first round one heats to keep a constant, obviously the consistency going. And obviously, as we go along, the members will meet more as we go through. The amount racing each other will get bigger and bigger until we get to the finale, the top 10 shootout, where some lucky person will be taking home a Varga. And basically, if you're in that top 10 shootout, even if you get there and you finish last, you still guaranteed a prize that's well over 100 million ISK. So if you get that top 10 shootout, you can't lose really. But everyone will win something. Everyone will win something. Remember, top 4 are going through. Now, as we get further into this and I get more warmed up with it and stuff, it'll become more, it make more sense as we go along. These round one heats are meant to be like quick firing 6-lap races round the paperclip, as you can see. This is the traditional round one heat. Just a big shout out to everyone again for the 50 entries this month. That's incredible. I kept saying it for like the last 3 months. I think, come on, we can get 50 this month. And we kept getting like 41, 43, 45. This month we finally got 50. Now, in this first one heat, you can see a lot of the current regulars are online in this one. So there'll be some names coming up soon that you might not recognise because they're new members. But in this heat, there's a lot of familiar names. Dognut, obviously, Clam Snooters, Guardy, long-term members. Versonius now, you've been here quite a bit still as well. Billy Bob's been here about 7 or 8 months. Versonius, I think, has been here, 2 months now? So, yeah, a lot of regulars in this race. At the moment, Billy Bob and Versonius well through into the lead early on. We've got Dognut struggling in third. Clam Snooters, Guardy at the back. Guardy, you might be going to bed early tonight at this rate. You need to pull
I
your
might be
finger
leaving
out.
the corp tonight at this rate.
You might not be in the corp later on, yeah. I mean, that's the least of my worries, right? So if you're threatening to leave the corp, right, that's fine because normally John Taggart, if he finishes last, he's threatening to war deck our structures. Do you know what I mean? So
Always.
I'm. It's that one I'm not looking forward to when John's coming up. But anyway, Billy Bob's already on the penultimate lap. He's coming around the final corner. We've got 1 more lap to go. It's between Billy Bob and Versonius for the win. Don't forget, first, second, third, fourth, you're getting through safely. But there is the possibility of winning the race and getting some more ISK as a bonus. Billy Bob, obviously, in the lead at the moment, looks like he's safely going to take that because he's pulled a big lead on Versonius now. But for third, fourth, and fifth, it's all gone off. Guardy's brought himself back into contention, possibly, because Dognut has been slow in this middle sector. Gets a run, but gets blocked by Clam Snooters. Guardy, I'm afraid it's not looking good, sir. Unless something happens in that final corner. Billy Bob's going to take the first win of the night, though. The first monthly giveaway of win of the night. He's taking the 25 billion bonus. Versonius is going to get safely through. Dognut and Clam are also getting safely through. Guardy, I don't know what to say.
I want
Good,
to.
good
I
night.
want a new marble next month.
welcome back to Jag Federation giveaways, Guardy, because you are out on the round one. So let me get these.
Hope you enjoyed the giveaway.
Yep, hope you enjoyed the giveaway. So Billy Bob takes the round one heat, so he's a race one winner. Let me just obviously get these started with the notes. Guardy, unfortunately, knocked out R1. Gardy. What is going on there? That's not good. Right, we go back to main menu. That's the first one over. Like I say, we've got 10 of these round 1 heats to get through. So we're going to be quick fire getting through these. We're going to add 5 more. I can just press clear there. That was stupid. Anyway, the next group is going to be everyone's favourite, Taz Gideon, the new director of the Corp.
Yeah.
We've got here he is. There he is. We've got a new member who just joined last night, Frostquake, also in this. We've got Saul, another regular member currently. We've got Darjo, everyone's favourite Darjo. He's also in this heat. And then the next one is Trockiu, who's also on Discord with us as well. There we go. So all these are randomised. Obviously, I get the 50 off the list, and then I just completely randomise them, like 3 clicks. So there's no consistency in them or anything. Let's go again. Remember, top 4 go through. It's the same each time, and we're just going to crack straight on with it as soon as we get the camera into position because we got a lot to get through. Like I say, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Top 4 go through. Remember, now if anything is consistent in this, it's going to be that Taz is guaranteed to win this. So. Let's say, although we haven't won out for a bit, to be fair. Yeah, since the anniversary giveaway, he's sort of calmed down a little bit with his wins. So yeah, new members, obviously Frostquake will be looking to get through in his first ever. We do see this quite a lot.
I'm going to be in last already.
Yeah, but you just sort of giving everyone else a chance. But we do see this quite a lot when we put new members in. I don't know what it is when they join on that day or the day before or whatever. They always seem to do quite well. So, and there's no way I can edit this. I'm not clever enough to edit the weight or ballast of these marbles or anything like that. So it's literally just completely random, despite Wham saying everything's rigged. Darjo taking an early lead. What's that? Sorry.
Because it is rigged.
It is. Well, I mean, it's rigged for someone, but not by me. That's the problem. I don't know how to rig it. I'm getting accused of all this, but it's not me doing it. Taz now moves into 4th, demoting Trockiu to 5th. There's going to be a bust up on Discord at this rate if that happens, I tell you that. Go on, Trockiu. Fucking have him. Fucking shaft the cunt. There we go. Frostquake in the lead, as I said. New members already halfway through this race now. Lap 3 coming to an end, on to lap 4. As we go through this as well, the races get slightly longer. Obviously, the first heats are quick fire races. As we go through to especially the final 2 races in round 3, they will be quite long races, obviously, to give everyone a chance of having a battle of getting through. Saul currently in the lead, though, pulling away from Frostquake, who's now struggling in 2nd position. Darjo in 3rd with a bit of an acceleration down the back straight. Trockiu and Taz still side by side in the background there. And don't forget, it is that final position you do not want to be in, because that is a guaranteed way to evict yourself from the marbles races tonight. Saul starts the penultimate lap. He's controlled this nicely up front so far. As long as he keeps a nice consistent pace. Oh, I say that, he gets really slowly off turn 2 there. Trockiu now into 3rd. Frostquake struggling a bit there. Trockiu's come through to 3rd. Taz, though, with no speed at the back at the moment. Not looking great at the moment. Saul is still in the lead as he comes through to start the final lap. But all of them really not setting a good pace at the moment. Everyone seems to be struggling. Saul's done enough to get the win, I'd say, by now. I don't think anyone can catch him. But who's going to be 2nd, 3rd, 4th? Because Darjo, Frostquake and Trockiu are slightly in front of Taz now, but it's still not over. There is still a chance that Taz could come back in that final corner, especially as he gets a good run off T2 there now. Trockiu looking vulnerable in 4th. This is not looking great for Trockiu, I'd say, with that kind of pace. Saul comes off the final corner, limping home. One of the slowest race wins we've seen so far in marbles. Frostquake's going to get safely through. Trockiu and Taz at the back, though. Is going to be a change across the line. Taz is closing, but it's too little too late, I think, as Trockiu takes it. Taz knocked out in round 1. Taz, have you got anything to say? What's going on?
Thank God.
Rigged.
Freedom. Tax-free week. Blah, blah, blah. Knocked out in round 1. Taz Gideon, the biggest shock.
Complaining about it being rigged.
Well, the thing is, he said he didn't want to win anymore. Now he's director, so there you go. It's obviously worked out quite well. So, yeah.
Took the hacks off our machine because they caused problems a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, when I discovered that program, I'm like, the fuck's this? You know, like
Exactly. Yeah. So I took them off.
Right, in the next group, unlucky there. So we've so far lost Gardy and Taz, 2 of the bigger names in the Corp, let's say. Korvald in this one is currently, unfortunately, on holiday for us, obviously because he's not on Discord. For him, it's going to be a great time because he's missing all this weather in the UK at the moment, which is absolutely horrific. Rocky Shaw, so it was going to be a battle of the Scotsman. It still is because Rocky Shaw is also from the neck of the woods that Korvald lives in. So it could be Scotsman versus Scot. I mean, Korvald's guaranteed to go out in. I mean, that's a cert almost. So, you're probably safe if you're in this group, to be honest, and you've got Korvald in. So we've got Korvald, Padafal, Rocky Shaw, Igon, and Zombie the Zombie. We're going to get back to the paperclip once again. A few more of these heats to go. If you're not seeing your name yet, it's because you're in one of the later heats, so just hang about. Your time will come. Here we go. I'm going to get straight away again. 6 laps. Let's go. Let's see who's going to win this one. I'm in a bit of a racing mood as well, in a commentary mood, because I've literally just watched the F1 with Dognut, so got that out of the way tonight nice and early so no one spoils the fucking result. And I won't if anyone else has not seen it, so there we go. Anyway, Zombie in the lead from Rocky Shaw, Padophile, Corvald, Igon. Early days yet, though. We don't like to call the standings until at least lap 3 when it's settled down a little bit. These early laps are a little bit, chop and change. As we see there, Rocky Shaw on the outside takes the lead, coming into lap 2. And as tradition says, Corvald is at the rear currently, so expect that to remain the same. Although it doesn't, he does. Oh, he goes up the inside, but he's back at the back again. There we go. Corval, I'm sorry. I hope you're enjoying your holiday, Corval, but I won't bother watching this when you come back. Honestly, just save your bandwidth, and don't bother watching it. Zombie in the lead though. Lap 3 begins. Now we start to take a look at the positions because we're already at half race distance. At the back, Padophile, battling with Corval. Padophile is one of our more successful members at the monthly giveaways. He's won Paladin before and a few other bits and bobs, but in this race, not looking good. Really strange lines for Padophile there. Corval takes advantage. Zombie in the lead, though, doing a Sowl from last race and getting away, although Igon comes back. Don't forget, there is a 25 millionist bonus for winning these races, plus 250 LP. So winning them, even though you get through in 2nd, 3rd and 4th, still winning these races, it's nice to do because you're giving yourself more ISK, more LP to spend in the store, obviously, things like that. And Igon certainly wants this race win because he's decimated the lead that Zombie had and takes the lead. Corval with some storming pace in 3rd, coming to challenge the top 2. Tries to go around the outside of Zombie, nearly does so, the cutback, but that also boosts Zombie a little bit. Zombie got a little bit scared there and was like, okay, I'm going to get on with it now. At the back, Padophile struggling. Previous Marbles race winner, Padophile, monthly Marbles race winner. Rocky Shaw, the other Scotsman in this race, okay in 4th at the moment, but he would like to be a little bit closer to the lead group and a little bit further in front of Padophile, I'm sure. Zombie, though, retakes the lead. He's had a burst at the end of the race here. Igon 2nd, Corval 3rd. Now, you guys, top 4, just don't do anything silly now. If you just work together, you're all through. You know what I mean? I know there's 25 million ISK line, but if you just work together now, look at the gap you've got to Padophile. The last lap begins, Padophile's going out 100%. There's no way, unless they brought Fires back into Marbles, there's no way even Corvald could finish last in this race. Because Padophile is literally nearly, a quarter of the track behind. So I think we've already got the top 4 in this one. The battle is, though, for the win, because Igon's retaken the lead from Zombie. Can he hold it to the line? Looks like he can. Zombie comes back, but it's too little too late. Igon takes 25 million bonus plus the 250 LP. We've got Rocky Shaw, Zombie, and Corvald. Padophile with a late charge at the end, but he was a little bit too far behind to get involved. Straightforward races so far. Clear-cut winners, clear-cut knockouts. Race 1 winner, Igon. Congratulations. And don't forget, we always look for the hat-tricks and things as well in these. So the only person I think that's ever done a hat-trick in these is AO, if my memory serves correct. I could be wrong on that, but I think AO is the only person to win like round 2, 3, and then the finale or something like this. But we'll see. We'll keep an eye on the names. Let me get the chat open on Discord because I can see Darjo. Trocky, Darjo, you are through the first round. You are safely through, Darjo. You made it through round 1. You'd be glad to know. Let's get the next 5 in. In the next group, we have Razephyr. We have Dr. Quantum. So if there's any medical emergencies about, there's your man. We've got Miriam. Miriam? We've got Reset My Account. So a lot of new name or newer names, apart from Dr. Quantum. Dr. Quantum's been here a long time now. I think well over 10 months, to be fair. In fact, has Dr. Quantum been here over a year yet? I forget. Let's go back to the track again. We're going to go straight back to the paperclip with 5 bots. Here we go. I kind of want to just check that out on Dr. Quantum now. Let me just have a quick look, because that's bugging me. I know this is going to hold it up a little bit, but... Dr. Quantum, have you been here over a year yet? Because if you haven't, here you have. 1 year, 2 months. Of course you have. See, I'm forgetful. Same again. Top 4 go through. Last place gets knocked out. So, yeah, some lesser known names in this group. I'd say Dr. Quantum's the most well-known member in this group. Obviously, having been here a year, that's more likely. Miriam, Kalia, Reset, and Ra, all fairly newer members. You know, they've been here maybe a month or 2 now. Probably Ra's been here longest, to be fair. I think Ra's been here quite a while now. It's weird. Sometimes you look at people's names. I don't know if you guys have this as well. You look at people's names and you think, I barely know them. And then you look at the stats and they've been here 6 months. And it's crazy.
True.
It's true. It's like time just flies by. Like literally, this year is just absolutely. I can't believe we're like literally sat here now, and we're in the October Marbles. And it's not long now coming up since it's been a year since we started doing marbles for the monthly giveaway. For all you older guys that have been here, you remember we used to just do the wheel
That's
spins.
absurd.
Do you remember we used to just do the wheel spins for the monthlies?
Yep.
And then we switched it to this because obviously this is way more engaging. People enjoy it more. It's a lot more fun and random, rather than sitting at wheel spins for like 2 hours like we used to do. Which I don't miss, to be fair. I do like these marbles races a lot more. Already halfway through this race, talking about how fast time goes, we're already about to start lap 4 as Dr. Quantum is in the lead. Now, obviously more experienced. He's been here a lot longer. He knows how to win these races, let's say. So the new members at the back possibly struggling. They're a bit unsure how to use their pace, where to use it on these tracks. Experience counts. Dr. Quantum, though, under threat to prove I'm talking complete bollocks because Raz Effa takes the lead now from Dr. Quantum into second place. Kalia is currently safely in third. Reset my account and Miriam in fifth place. Miriam currently would be going out. As we start the penultimate lap 5, we've got a bit of a battle up front though. Maybe we'll get a side-by-side for the first time tonight across the line for the win. Because Dr. Quantum and Raz Effa are debating which one of them wants to win. Dr. Quantum retook the lead, but Ra is now coming back. And looking third, Kalia's not far behind. Miriam, though, at the back, not looking good. Still a lap and a half to go, so there's still time for him to catch up, but he would have to put a spurt on now because that is getting a serious gap, as you can see. We do indeed have a three-way scrap nearly for the lead, although Dr. Quantum there accelerates off the final corner, retaking the lead from Raz Effa into the final lap. Poor line into turn 1, though, for Dr. Quantum. That's going to expose him on this back straight, possibly, but Ra also makes a bit of a bodge-up job. Kalia in third. Miriam is closing on Reset in the background. We'll keep an eye on that. I just want to see what's happening with the leaders first, see if we're going to get a battle for the line. Reset still in fourth. Dr. Quantum comes off the final corner. He's controlled it nicely. He's going to take the win. And I think also it's going to be... so we've got Ra, Kalia. Yeah, he's safely through. Reset, you're getting through as well. Miriam, unfortunately, you are another casualty of the round 1 heats. But like I say, you still get 10 million ISK and you still get 100 LP. So it's not the end of the world. Everyone wins something in this. That's the idea. And your luck will turn. There's people that didn't win anything for so long in these. And then suddenly next week, or next month, you'll win a Paladin or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... It is very spread out on the wins in these, which is nice. It's not always like the same people that win the monthly giveaways. We do get like a lot of sporadic wins and things like that. And also some amazing finishes. Was it 2 months ago now, Ella Copter, when you and Gary were side by side? 2 thousandths of a second for the Golem, was it?
2 or 3, maybe. It's been a little while now.
I think it was a 2 months ago one. The monthly giveaway was decided that month by 2 thousandths of a second for a Golem between Dante and Heavy Dude. Pretty incredible, that one. I think that was one of the best races we ever did.
Yeah.
If not the greatest. It was definitely the closest finish we had for any kind of major prize. Right, in this group, we've got Phobos, we've got Not Dead Yeti, we've got Abs Friedrich, we've got Matt Richards, and we've got Thadron. So here we go. We're going to go back to the track again. If I can click
Who are
right
these
one.
people?
Exactly, yeah. Who are these people? Where have you come from? How did you get into these marbles giveaways? I promise you, they are part of the corporation. I had to look up a member earlier. There was some guy that I was like, when did he join? He's been here a month and 3 days. I'm like, I don't even know who that is. So, which is worrying, considering I do a member audit every week. I should know these names, but people just slip under the radar. Some people join, and they might log in, and maybe they don't say much in the chat, or they don't come on Discord, so you just don't really notice them being there, you know what I mean? They just sort of plod along, do their own thing, which is absolutely fine. We've got nothing against that. You can be, as lurky as you want in the corp. It's totally up to you how active you are. But I apologise then if I bodge up some names or forget who you are, because obviously there's quite a few people turn around. I think every day now we have over 100 different people log into Corp. So I think yesterday was 111, or the day before, individual members logins, and that's without alts. So there are quite a lot of people coming and going now every day. So it's it's easy to forget certain names if they're not so active. Obviously, you get used to the big hitters, the ones that are online all day every day. Igon.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an hour a day he hasn't been on for the last 2 months or whatever. Which is a good sign, because obviously enjoying his gaming. He's enjoying his gaming, he's enjoying the company and the corp. So there we go, that's a good thing. Lap 3 already well underway, halfway through it indeed. Matt Richards, no stranger to winning prizes in this corp. Matt Richards, I see your name a lot on things when I'm contracting things out. So I expect, even though you don't play the game much, you probably want richest people in corp. Because I know he's not that active on the game always. But he does donate us stuff. He has given us stuff for giveaways and things. So Matt is a very welcome winner of these prizes. Not Dead Yeti in second place. One of the new members. I think Not Dead Yeti's only been here like a week or two, possibly. Someone will check it out now and say he's been here 6 years. And I've just not known him. But Phobos in third, Abs Friedrich. Thadran at the back at the moment, not looking too good, sir, but there's still 2 laps to go, and you are closing. You're not too far behind, so it's not over yet. I tell you what is over, though, is the battle for the lead, because that's non-existent, because Matt is now half a lap in front. I don't know how you've done that, Matt, but well done. Second, third, fourth, all going at it, but they want to be careful, because they're safely through currently, but if they keep battling, they could give Thadran a chance. The last lap begins. There's a very quick fire race as these. Matt Richards takes it. He's going to take the race win. He's only got 1 more to go, and he's literally a full straight in front. Can't lose that. But look at Thadran now, closing up at the rear. This could be really close now. Phobos losing some pace down the main straight. Abs Friedrich's gone from 4th to 2nd to try and secure his place through. Thadran's going to get a good run onto the back straight here, I'm pretty sure. There he does. He's going to take Not Dead Yet here. He goes to the outside, moves himself into the all-important 4th position. Matt Richards there in the distance, takes the race win. He's on another planet. Abs comes round. Phobos, Not Dead Yet, he has retaken it, but Thadran's fighting back. They're going to be side by side. We're going to have to slow that down. Has Not Dead Yeti done enough, or is Thadran going to take it? I think he might just have enough Not Dead Yeti, but it's going to be close. Abs takes second. Phobos, oh, that is so close. Oh, but he's just going to do it. Not Dead Yeti's just going to knock Thadran out. That is unlucky there, Thadran. I thought you'd taken that in the last lap. By, what's that? 31 thousandths of a second there. Thadran, we say goodbye to him round 1, unfortunately, there. So the closest finish yet. What you say, Gardy, sorry?
I said 100, not thousands.
It's the last digit, isn't it? That's the thousandths one. That's tenths,
Yeah,
that's
908
hundredths,
to
that's thousands. Oh, yeah, 2,000, yeah, 1,000, yeah, 3,100s, yeah, that's what you mean.
I know it's me bringing it up. Come
Trust me, dude. Anyone challenges me on maths, right? It's fine. I am literally the shittest person at maths ever. So feel free. If I guarantee you're right and I'm wrong on that one. Right, next group. Here we go. So we're getting through these pretty
Aren't
quickly.
you the F1 enthusiast?
Yeah, but I just say what's on screen and that's it. Like, Dognut just sits there. Whoever else is watching me just sit there going fucking hell. You know what I mean? Just talking bollocks. In this group we have Takai Hinken. Someone who I've not seen very much of. We've got old Taggart. Oh, look at this for a group. Oh, look at this. We've got John Taggart. Who have we got next here? Look at this name about to pop up. I'm waiting to Control V because guess who it's going to be? It's Dante with John Taggart. There's going to be some fireworks in this one. There's going to be some fireworks in this one. We've got Nazgul Lancer right there as well. We've also got Pasta. This is a heavy-hitting group, this one. Heavy-hitting group. Some well-established members in this one. Dante and John, though, imagine the war decks going out if Dante or John knocks each other out. Yeah, or whatever. This is going to be amazing. Here we go.
I'll let them battle it out.
Me and Dante don't go through, we just kill them all.
Yeah.
Pastor,
We
what are
can
you
both
going to do?
live
If
through
if,
this,
if any of
okay.
these knock you out, what are you going to do, Pastor, here in this one? We're going to start the race. Let's get it.
I said I'll let them PvP it out while I go past them. And
There you go. Pastor's already got his tactics working. So here we go. Pastor's already established that these two are going to be launching fireworks at each other. Dante, though, trying to get away early on. Look, he's trying to make the break, but it's gone wrong. And he gets swamped off turn 2. And John Taggart there comes by, sticking a finger up, I'm sure. Pastor at the back, just happily watching at the moment. He's like, do you know what? You guys do what you want. I'm just going to sit here. I'll save me tyres. I'll save me battery. I'll save me fuel. And I'll come alive on lap 4 or 5. Dante, though, storms into the lead. Dante, no stranger to winning these monthly giveaways. I think you've won 2, haven't you, now? Monthly giveaways, Dante? Or is it 1 and a second?
I don't think that I've won any. I think I've got a couple.
Oh,
second
God.
place
I've never
and
heard so much
third.
horse shit. You've definitely won a monthly giveaway. Maybe not the marbles versions, but you've definitely won something past.
Maybe when it was the wheel, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
with marbles, I don't think I've actually won.
I
I've
know
got
you finished like
and third a
second,
couple
maybe
times.
second or third a couple. Yeah. I know I've paid Plex out to you in the second one and the Genius
Yeah.
booster. But look at this though, Dante Nazgul taking an early lead. John Taggart nowhere to be. So the fireworks that we're all expecting in this race, not happening at the moment. John in 4th place will be sending Pastor some war declarations if he tries to overtake him. So Pastor, just be careful there at the back. Could get quite violent. Lap 4 begins already. These are quick fire races in round 1 heats. So you've got to get in position early on. Make sure you get yourself established, as Dante has done in this race very well so far. Gets a little bit, tardy off turn 2 there. Nazgul there. John now challenging for 3rd. Pastor's looking the weakest at the moment at the back. But then John gets a really bad exit off T2. Tries to take Takai for third place there. Didn't work out. And now Pasta's launching up the inside. Pasta, worrying times for yourself and your assets, I'd say, in this game. Overtaking John like that. Up front, though, Nazgul's making a race of it with Dante. We've got a couple of battles going on now because John Taggart and Pasta are coming back at Takai, who's lost pace on this lap 5, the penultimate lap. Nazgul and Dante side by side for 25 million NISC, obviously, race winner, 250 LP bonus on top of that. Dante retakes the lead. Nazgul tries to cut back underneath him, does so, and slows them both down, which is not going to help their gap to third place, which is now John Taggart, who's moved safely into third, although hits the wall badly on the final corner. Lap 6 begins the final lap. We've got Nazgul in the lead. Can Dante retake it on the back straight? No, he's losing a bit of time there, so Nazgul might have this one in the bag. But what's going to happen at the back, because Pasta surely needs to get a good run now or never, he's still close enough. He's still close enough, Pasta, to make a difference. Nazgul is indeed going to take the race win. We're going to watch the battle for third, fourth, fifth, because this is all but crucial for who gets through. Pasta's he's weak off the final corner. He's weak. It's going to be Takai and John who go side by side, but they're going to take it. And Pasta, unfortunately, we say goodbye to you in round 1. Pastor, any thoughts?
So unfortunate.
It was. I thought you had. Yeah, I thought
tires were just sticky.
Tires were just sticky. Any? Are you going to war deck John or Dante or?
No.
No, you're not. Nazgul takes the race 1 winner. He's obviously taking the ISK bonus with that as well and the LP bonus. Knocked out, unfortunately, is Pastor. We have what we got now. We've got 4 more round 1 heats to go. So we're getting through them. Let's see who's in the next group. It's always exciting because I don't know these really because I just randomise them. I haven't really looked through. It's always exciting to see who's in these groups. Do you know, I've just realised I think Kelsey's not entered this month because he's not very well. I don't think he's actually entered this. So we're not seeing a Kelsey tonight. Kelsey, if you do end up watching this or you're here, I hope you get well soon, dude, because I know you're not very well at the moment. Which is why at PvP League we got rid of early and stuff because he weren't very well. Wham also in this one.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, he's not very well, unfortunately. We all obviously like Kelsey. He's been a long-term member at Corp, so hope you get well soon, dude. In this one, we have Arthur. We've got Crom, Sane, Wham, and Shadow. So some established members with some new members in this one. So let's see how this one goes. Obviously, the previous form would suggest that, you know, the more experienced players of the Corp would get through, but not the case because some have already been knocked out. 6 laps again, here we go. Don't forget, we do change tracks. So this is the round 1 track we always use. Round 2, we usually use the Delta, which is a 3-course turn. We don't tend to use the randomised tracks for these races, you know, the ones where you can fall off and all that shit, because it just gets a bit too unfair and chaotic. Early leader Shadow, though, they're all side by side, all 5. Now, if anything's going to happen in this race, I guarantee it's Wham finishing last, because it's just freedom and rigged. It's got freedom and rigs written all over this race. Wham, unfortunately, not with us on Discord tonight. Would have liked to have seen him on for the monthly giveaway, but never mind. Usually when Kelsey's on, Wham's on. If Kelsey's not on, Wham's not on. They're like peas in a pod, them two. Shadow Sound, unfortunately, we've been told couldn't make it tonight because he's having internet issues or power issues and internet issues possibly where he lives at the moment, which is unfortunate because it would have been nice for him to see himself leading on lap 3. But Con, you can pass on the message, obviously, if you can even get text messages right now. You can tell him he's in the lead and he's pulling away.
Yeah, I texted him.
Get him sold. You're in the lead. You're doing well. Keep the text flowing. Tell him you're pulling away. You're safe. You're going to 25 million ISK in race 1. He's going to get it. Although it might not happen yet because, look, Cron in 2nd and Sane are still right there. Wham in 4th. At the back at the moment, it's Arthur. Arthur not looking good. Possibly... No, I'm not going to say that. Shadow in the lead. Sorry, I just thought the world's worst joke. It's so bad, even I can't say it. Shadow San in the lead, lap 4, coming to start the penultimate lap. Crom trying to chase him down. I believe all of you guys, you two, Shadow and Crom, didn't you all come from Taz's stream? Oh, no, it was Jason who brought Shadow in, and Crom came from Taz's stream, I remember now. Sane Kinston 3rd, Wham 4th. I think this race is done, to be honest. I don't see how Arthur can catch this up in a lap and a half now. I think this race is done. Shadow also got a big lead. So even though he's having power cuts and internet issues, it's not stopping him in this. He's well in the lead. Although Crom still has a chance. Sane coming with some pace in 3rd. Wham is in 4th. Arthur's still well behind at the back. Shadow in the lead. The last lap begins. Surely he's got this one in the bag now. Well in front. We've got Sane Kinson, Crom battling for 2nd, 3rd, but it matters not because Arthur's so far behind. The top 4 are safe. And even the lead. This was probably the most straightforward race of the night. Sainkinson with a late charge, but it doesn't matter. Shadow's controlled it from the start. Get him Texcon. Tell him he's just won his Heat 1. 25 million ISK, 250 LP bonus. Unfortunately, Arthur at the back is going to be going home early. Very slow pace at the back there from Arthur as he comes across the line. Maybe next month, Arthur. Make sure you get entered next month. You never know. Your luck might change then. Knocked out in round 1 in that one was, as we just said, Arthur. And our race 1 winner in that heat was Shadow Sam. So congratulations to Shadow. We're going to go to the next. We've got 3 more heats to go for round 1, and then we go through to the all-important round 2, where the prize pool obviously starts to increase. As we go through each heat, I will obviously give you the prizes, and then we get to the final top 10 shootout. Obviously, I'll give the full list of prizes, which I'm sure most of you have already seen anyway, but don't hurt to repeat. We got Heavy Dude in this group. We've got Midstream Castle. We've got Oxnard, who I haven't seen for a little bit, to be fair. Turka also in this group. And then we've got another new member, Zequay, who's also in this group. He managed to find his entry button on Discord and get himself into the race and the chance to win a Varga. Back to the paperclip again, 5 bots. 3 more of these Heat 1s to go and we get to race 2. Or Heat 2 as it were. I need to just start that thing actually on Discord. Give me a sec. Where is it? Starts. There we go. There we go. Chagdex FM. Right, let me just get rid of that. Sorry. There we go. Now it says monthly giveaway. Excellent. Right. Same again. 6 laps. Obviously, these are the starter heats. So if you haven't seen your name yet, obviously there's still 2 more heats after this. You may be in that group. If you don't see your name at all tonight, you obviously didn't enter. So, yeah. You need to make sure you enter in these. You're fucking shit at this game. If you didn't enter, you've had 2 weeks to enter, so it's your own fault. But I think everyone that's on Discord, the majority of the corp has entered this month that's active or is interested in giveaways. Because not everyone does want to win, you know. Not everyone wants to win free prizes. There's some members who, we used to enter these, so this never used to be a register thing. We used to basically enter everyone into the monthly giveaway who had been active in the last 30 days. And some members won prizes, like good prizes, like, you know, we're talking like, you know, hundreds of plex and stuff like this. And they didn't want them. They said, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to just get stuff for free. You know, I like the grind of the game and the challenge and stuff like that. They didn't just want to get like free ISK, which is a totally legitimate way of playing because I understand it, rather than just having that gifted to you sort of thing. So we changed it now to a registration. So basically, if you want to enter and you want to win prizes, you just click the button like all you guys have done. And then we know everyone that's entered wants to win the prizes, you know, so it sort of eliminated that issue. At the back at the moment, Heavy Dude, living up to his name, you've obviously got some ballast on that marble there, Heavy Dude. Too many nights out on the lash at the moment, probably too many kebabs or whatever.
It's a fucking fix.
Oh, he's here! He's on Discord as well, I didn't even know.
You fucking wankers, you're not here.
Well, there goes the monetization opportunity on YouTube. There we go. Heavy Dude joins us on Discord. He's obviously at work at the moment, Heavy Dude. He's come on to join us, and he's not being rewarded currently because he's at the back, lethargically plodding along in last place. Up front, it's Turka, Zequay in second place, Oxnard and Midstream are your 3rd and 4th positions. Zequay takes the lead from Turka, but Heavy Dude at the back. You've got 2 laps, sir, to get involved in this one. Otherwise, it's going to be an early night for Heavy Dude as well at this rate. Oxnard, though, struggling in T1. That's going to give Heavy Dude an opportunity to close up somewhat, but also doesn't get a good run off T1. T1, T2, both Oxnard and Heavy Dude struggling there. Zequay comes across to start the final lap now. Turka in second place, struggling to keep up. So Zequay at this moment in time would have the win in this race. Heavy Dude, it's now on ever, sir. We've got to get you through or not on this last lap. I don't see it happening, though. That gap is too big, I think. I think it's far too big. You should have stuck to the shandies this week. Because obviously that's weighing you down a little bit bloated there at the back possibly. Zequay comes across the line. He's going to take this round 1 Heat 1 win. At the back, I'm afraid to say, Heavy Dude, it's too little too late. There is a bit of pace coming at the end here, but I don't see it making a difference off the final corner. It's definitely not going to... Oh, look at the pace you found at last corner as well. Another lap you might have got there, but unfortunately, Heavy Dude, another big hitter going out early in these races. So race 1 winner in that one there. Zequay. And knocked out in round 1, obviously, Heavy Dude there. We're all a bunch of wankers, as you've just heard, so unlucky there to Heavy Dude.
Fucking rigged, Heavy.
I'll have a Chinese to control myself.
Well, don't do that. You'll be even heavier next month.
Oh, love it.
In this next group, we have Smelly Muff. is in this one. We've got From the Sky Gods. A lot of familiar members' names in this one. We've got Smelly Muff, From the Sky Gods. We've got Dublin, the aggressive Dublin. If you're in the race with Dublin, you're going to get bashed about. That's how it happens, it seems. Jensen, Thraga. We've got Wild Tiger, another new member. And then there's one more heat after this. So finish. Let's get back to the track. Paperclip. And we go. 2 more of these to do, including this one. And then we get to round 2. If you were lucky enough to get through round 1, you'll be taking part in round 2. 6 laps again. Here we go. Let's see who's going to win this one. The marbles set off as we go across the line. Quick fire race this one. How long have we been going so far? Quick fire races, and we've still been going 35 minutes. It just shows you how long these take, really. But we had 10 heats. This is the most round 1 heats we've ever had. Because obviously we've got 50 entries. The maths just worked out that it needed 10 round 1 heats. Otherwise, there'd be like unequal numbers as we went through and stuff. So my maths worked a little bit, but I did have to Google my times tables to make it easier. Jensen at the back at the moment, but it's early days. It's early days. He's still in touch. Who we got on Discord? A quick shout out on Discord. Let's have a look. We've got myself, obviously. We've got, is that Billy Bob there? I can never see sometimes with names. I think we've got Billy Bob, we've got Con, Dante, Darjo, Frostquake, Gardy, Heavy Dude, Igon, Jason, John Taggart, Nico, Pasta, Seductive, Taz, Trocu, Thadran, I think that is, because his name's just showing T, and then we've got Versonius. Nice to see you all on Discord. Hope you're enjoying the event so far. And hopefully, if you're with us, well, you're not. There's obviously some that are, you and Taz are fucking salty. You know, that's what. Jensen's going to be salty in this race if you don't pick his pace up, because at the moment, big gap to Dublin in 4th position. So not looking good at the moment for Jensen at Thraga. Wild Tiger, though, in the lead. Starts lap 4. Half race distance complete. Smelly Muff still in touch in 2nd. From the Sky Gods dropping off a little bit in 4th now. Passed by Dublin on the outside. Passed cleanly by Dublin for once. Dublin's cleaned up his act, obviously, because he hasn't barged his way through anyone. I say that. He's going for Smelly Muff now. Watch yourself, Smelly. He's coming on the outside. Oh, Jesus Christ. Watch your mirrors. Top 4 very close together. We could have a 4-way scrap for the lead here as we come across the line. Smelly Muff gets a really good run off the final corner onto the main straight to challenge Wild Tiger for the lead. At the back, Jensen Thraga, I'm 1,000% certain he's also going out now because that gap is far too big. He's nearly half the track behind. So unfortunately there, Jensen, looks like you're going home early. The question is now, who's going to win this race? Because we've got 1 more lap to go, and it's still a possibility that Wild Tiger could be challenged from behind, although From the Sky Gods doesn't get a good exit there, allowing 3rd and 4th Smelly Muff Dublin, which are swapping places corner by corner, tarmac section by tarmac section at this point. Wild Tiger, a little bit rusty off turn 2, but it matters not. Jesus Christ, he's well over half the lap in front of Jensen. What a fast-paced race this one is. He's going to take the win. Wild Tiger, wild on this circuit, taking the win. There you go. Nice and easy. 2nd, 3rd and 4th. There might be a side-by-side, but it doesn't really matter. You're all going through. From the Sky God, Smelly Muff, Dublin, Jensen at the back. The least convincing performance so far, I'd say, in these races. Very far behind. Not sure what you've done to your marble. Maybe been out on lash with Gary. And he...
Jensen's rich enough already. He uses a 200 million mobile tractor unit. Just
well, there you go. He don't need it. That's what it is, you see. He don't need it. It's all the loot weighing him down, you see. That's what it is. Wild Tiger was a race 1 winner, and a round 1 knockout is the richest man in EVE, apparently. Jensen Thraga, there we go. Using 200mm MTUs. Disgusting. Foul that
and
is.
he bought a 500 million pacifier just because he liked the looks.
Right. Yeah, he doesn't need to win then. 10mm for you, Jensen. In this group, it's the final Heat 1. We've got Joe Chico. We've got Con, who's waited all this time on Discord he was in the last group. We've got Blaze. A lot of names in this one, recognisable names. We've got Did Goodwen. Yeah. What was that, sorry? I think Gary's he's ordering his Chinese,
I've got it. I've just had it handed over to me by a nubile young female.
How better? The only person that's jealous of that is not the only person not jealous of that is Seductive, who gets his food handed over to him naked. Like that's the only person that's not. He's the only person that's not thinking fucking lucky bastard. Anyway, let's not demonetize this again. It's already we've already been called a bunch of wankers. I don't know sexist like it's sexist because as well. Anyway, top 5. Here we go. Last 5. The last 5 are battling. Here we go. So this is the last round 1 heat. So good luck. You're going to be the last people to make it through to round 2. So let's see how this one goes. 6 laps again. Then we go to the next track. Obviously, the prizes increase, which I'll go through shortly. Let's see who's going to make it through. Blaze at the back struggling early on, but it's too early days to call it yet. But so far, it's not been a good sign if you get detached from that lead group early on in these. We haven't seen many people come back from like a big gap. So Blaze deciding that early on he's going to get back involved because he didn't want to become that person to get knocked out half a lap behind. And who can blame him? Con, though, in the lead. Con and Shadow maybe winning there both round 1 heats. Maybe you could text Shadow and tell him you've won as well in a second, Con, because you're bursting away up front there. Conning me out of some ISK. Very good. That was shocking, that. Joe Chico, though, closing him down. We've got a scrap for the lead because Joe Chico's saying, no, I want 25 million ISK. I don't mind that. He's worth. I'll get through, but I want 25 mil as well. Did Goodwen, though, challenging all, everyone. He takes the lead now. Well done, Did Goodwen. That was a really good move. At the back, though, now it's Jason Obadiah, who somehow found the entry button this month, and he's in 5th place at the moment. I don't know if anyone heard that then. I thought we might get a few laughs off that one.
I did. That's all that matters.
Somehow found the entry button. Oh dear. Sorry, that's really bad. Did Goodwen in the lead though? He's doing good now. That's the important thing. The question mark has always been, did Goodwen? When did he do good? He was doing good now because Joe Chico's about to launch one up the inside. Somehow does it. Amazing pace there. Blaze in the background is like, you two battle. I'll just mop up on the outside here and takes the lead as we come across the line. There he goes into lead. Con in 4th. Jason getting detached from the rear. 2 laps to get involved, Jason. Is he already too little too late, though? The gap is opening up. Con, who looked very safely in the lead early on, has got some pace in 4th, and he's closing on the top 3 once again. Did Goodwen, Blaze, Joe Chico. That gap is surely too big now for Jason to get. Jason, I'm afraid I don't think you're going to get rewarded for your ability to enter these races. I think you might be going out early. The battle for the lead, though, really hotting up. We could have a 3 or 4-way scrap as we come across the line next time round. Joe Chico takes the lead from Did Goodwen. Can Did Goodwen respond down the back straight? No, he gets a bit of bad exit, actually. Con also struggling in 3rd and Blaze just trotting along in 4th, but it doesn't matter because they're all getting through. Let's keep an eye on the leaders. We know who's going out at the back. Is there going to be a challenge for the race lead? Oh, nearly. Did Goodwen nearly came back at the end, but Joe Chico just manages to take it. He takes the 25 million bonus and the 250 LP bonus. Jason. What is this? What is going on? Why so slow? Have you been out with Gary and all? Yeah. Like, what's going on?
You know what they say,
Gary,
like Jason, you know what they say,
Gary.
mate? Nice guys come last.
That's right. I'm going
Bollocks
to
to
some
the rest
Chinese
of them.
food.
No,
Well-
I'm eating it now. I'm helping.
Is the woman feeding you, or are you
All
actually
lick-
eating it yourself?
No.
Just-
She might want some of her. Let her feed me.
That's true, yeah. Jason, just remember next month enter again because you might obviously, there's more chances to win. So we now go to obviously round 2. Now we get a few more entries in this one. Let me just get my list up from earlier. So just bear with me. Where did I put this? October, there we go. Let me get the picture up. So we have 6 people in these races now, and we have 4, I believe, round 2s. No, 5, sorry, round 2s. 5 round 2 heats. 6 people. So I'm just going to start at the top, and then we'll just grab the 6 people as we go along. So we've got Dognut. If my maths don't work out on this, it'd be an absolute shambles at the end of it, but we'll see. Versonius also managed to get through. We got Clam Snooters who managed to get through. Billy Bob, who was a race 1 winner, he's also through into round 2. We had Frostquake. I nearly copied Taz's name by default then, but I realised he got knocked out. And Saul, who was also a race 1 winner, is through. This will be the first Heat 2 race. So that's your next 6. Let's go. Now we go to a different track. We're going to go to the Delta, which is one we traditionally use for round 2. Slightly longer track, and it'll be a slightly longer race. For this one, so for the round 2 people that you've made it through, congratulations so far. If you win a race in round 2, you will get a 50 million ISK bonus plus 500 LP if you manage to win one of these races. If you should get knocked out, and the knockout positions in these are the bottom 2. So if you finish in the bottom 2 in this, you'll get knocked out. And if you do get knocked out, you will get a 25 million ISK bonus plus a 250 LP bonus on top. So everyone gets something. And you're starting to get to big money now. We're gonna go 7 laps for these, not too long. But yeah, we're starting to get the bigger money now. I've done this wrong. I need to go back. I've only put 5 bots in. Apologies. Give me a sec. Quick remedy on that one. yeah, we're getting to the serious money now, so it's starting to get a bit more serious. So if you're through to round 2, round 3, this is where the ISK starts to roll in now. Like I say, everyone wins something, but right, let's start that again. There we go. Luckily, we didn't get too far into that before I noticed, because someone had complained. Then if we were like on lap 3 and they had a massive lead, now we've got to restart. There'd be all sorts of accusations of rigged flying around and things like that, you know. And who can blame them? Who can blame them? So we're looking for top 5 in this one. Sorry, top 4. I'm talking bollocks again. Yeah, top 4. So you got to finish in the top 4 in these to get through. Like I said, there's 4 of these. Actually, hang on a minute. Am I on the right thing? There we go. Yeah. So it's 6 minus 2 in these 5 heats. There we go. Sorry, I've got that many pictures and screens up and stuff. It is another quick fire track. It's slightly longer, obviously. There's an extra turn now. We've got 3 turn oval, like a tri-oval. But it is still a really fast track, so the races still go very quick, even though it's 7 laps. Gives us a bit more chance to have a bit of a battle. So Billy Bob and Sowell were the 2 race 1 winners, so they're the people we want to keep an eye on for possible hat-tricks and things like that. No one's ever done a clean sweep, so no one's ever won round 1, 2, 3, and obviously then the grand finale. No one's ever achieved that. We've only ever had people winning 3 of the 4 races, so you never know. Tonight we could get someone doing the Grand Slam, as it were, but it's quite hard to do. It's very hard to do. Bearing in mind that how many of these events we've actually run over the last couple of years and no one's ever achieved it. So yeah, I guess if someone did a Grand Slam, we'd have to throw in some extras, like an extra prize or something maybe, because it would be a pretty big achievement. Dognut though in the lead. Lap 4 begins. We're already well over halfway through this race. Dognut taking the lead early on. Clam Snooters, Billy Bob, Versonius. Your top 4 that would currently be going through, because Frostquake and Sour are slightly detached from the field. But on this track, it can change pretty quickly. People can gather a lot of momentum on these ovals. If you get on the outside line and you start carrying some serious speed through the corners, you can really make a big difference. Dognut seems to have found that line in this race because he's pulling away. Lap 5 now. He's nearly got the entire main straight to himself. Look, there we go. Big lead for Dognut. Already looking very strong in this race for the win. At the back, Versonius has fallen into the clutches of Sowell and Frostquake, who see an opportunity possibly to get through, but there's only 1 slot there. So Sowell and Frostquake will be looking at that position thinking, I want to be through there. But Frostquake at the back, not got much pace there to challenge at the moment. Sowell looking for the inside. Versonius goes to block him, which will compromise his exit. Will this give Sowell a run into the final corner? No, it doesn't quite. Billy Bob still now the full straight behind. Dognut's got this one in the bag on the penultimate lap, I'd say. Billy Bob not going to get the chance to get a hat-trick because he's going to finish second, which is going to break his win streak. Sowell struggling just to get through at the moment, to be honest. So Sowell's not even thinking about the hat-trick at the moment. He's just thinking, I want to be in that top 10 shootout. And at the moment, it's not looking good because Frostquake has found some pace on the outside line that I spoke about. And Frostquake is going to look at challenging Versonius and does so, lands in front of him on the track. Versonius now will be demoted to last place, looks to try and regain his position up the inside, does so just about. They're battling the side by side, a bit of contact there, and more contact coming down the line possibly there. Versonius and Frostquake side by side, it's heating up. Clam Snooter's not also out the danger zone just yet. Dognut on the last lap though, he's going to win comfortably. Billy Bob looks like he's taking second place. Sowell looks like he's going out. The question is, which one of these is going out? Because it's now a 3-way scrap for the final position through. I can't see Sowell getting involved in this one unless he has a miracle final corner. Dognut's already over the line in first there. Billy Bob's struggling at the end, but it doesn't matter. It looks like it's going to be Clam Snooters now, to be fair. I can't see him getting that gap back. Frostquake and Versonius worked well together there on the last lap to avoid getting knocked out. Clam Snooters and Sowell are going to be your bottom 2 in this one, unfortunately for them. Let's go and get these positions sorted. So race 2 winner is Dognut, Old Nut. Knocked out in round 2 is going to be Clam Snooters and Sowell. Where's Sowell on my list? There he is. So race 1 winner Sowell, knocked out in race 2. Very ingracious there. As we go back to the main menu, and we will get the next 6. We will get the next 6. Let me get the names up again. Clear the list. The next 6 will be... So we got Darjo in there. Darjo, you got safely through round 1, as you were told earlier. We got Trocku, who also got through nice and safely. We got Corval, who somehow managed to get through round 1 in the Marbles monthly race. Rocky Shaw, 2 Scotsmen through to round 2, will face each other again on track. We got Igon, who was a race 1 winner. And then we have Zombie the Zombie. So the only person who can do the hat trick still in this one is Igon, because all the others were just they just got through. They didn't win races, so we need to keep an eye on them guys. Back to the Delta, 6 spots. Here we go. I'm going to do 7 laps again. Congratulations to the people who just got through. You're safely through to round 3 now, where, like I say, you start to win some serious ISK and so on. Then, as we go, 7 laps again. Let's crack on. Now, law of averages would suggest that Corval will be one of the people knocked out in this. When he gets through round 1, it means he gets no further. When he gets through round 1, that's it. Yeah, so yeah, if he gets through round 1 and wins the tournament, or he gets through round 1 and has the most pathetic race 2 you've ever seen. But that's what he gets for being in a sunny place on holiday right now while it's pissing it down and windy over here. I wonder where he's gone, actually. Imagine if he'd said it, because he lives in Scotland. Imagine if he said, where you going on holiday? Scotland. Right, fair enough. Darjo in the lead early on. I'd be happy to see that. Darjo. Could Darjo be a surprise? He was late to the party tonight. He missed his race 1 effort, but he's here for race 2. And he's in the lead. Darjo. I don't want to keep saying you now. I don't know. Oh, he's typing. What's he going to say? He's going to be like, shut up. Don't say my name. Don't jinx it. I'm just going to see what Darjo's typing while we follow the race. He's typing something I can see. I'm expecting a witty remark, and then we'll get back to the race. Just give me a sec, sorry. Actually, I'll go back. I'll wait for Darjo. He's a slow fucking typer, is Darjo. Come on, Darjo. I know English isn't your first language, but Jesus Christ. Darjo's still in the lead. I'm going to stop saying it. What's he put? Don't mention B. I lost lead. And I'm back. You're not. Look, you're in the lead. You're doing well. You're in the lead. Rocky Shaw has got 2 Scotsmen behind you. One of them's guaranteed to not finish in this top 3. I'm not going to say his name. Corvald. Zombie at the back, racing like a zombie at the moment, very slow. Igon, race 1 winner, currently in the drop zone. Igon, need to make it through. Corvaldo racing to 2nd position. Maybe this is going to be his night. Is this going to be Corval's night? To be fair, he did win one of the anniversary races, so he's not a extra virgin when it comes to winning these races. Darjo in the lead though, already starting lap 5, looking very secure up front. Darjo, I'd say you're almost already guaranteed to get through. It's just a case of if you're going to win the race now. That gap is far too big for you to get knocked out. And one of the positions, which is Zombie, is really struggling at the back. Trocky also in the danger zone now because Igon's moved up and he's now passing the other Scotsman on the inside. Trocky, though, got to turn the pace down the back straight. He's trying to retaliate, saying, I'm not going home early. I want to get some good prizes here. And retakes that 4th position, that all-important 4th position. Igon slips down back into 5th. Zombie at the back looks like he can't do anything about the lead group or any of these people in front of him. He looks like he's been one of the people going home. Darjo, though, in the lead safely. 2 laps to go, Darjo. Can't see it changing, my friend. I think you've got a big enough lead there. Corval might challenge you, but we'll see. Trocky now moves into 3rd place. He's made a good job of that first lap of lap 6, or the opening part of lap 6, pulling away from Rocky Shaw. Igon in 5th, and again, Zombie at the back. Really struggling there. Can't see you getting through, unfortunately, my friend. Darjo begins the last lap. Corval following him through nice and safe. He'll be just happy to see that. Trocky in 3rd, nice and secure as well. It's not very close, to be honest, at the moment. The only one that could possibly change, I think, is Rocky Shaw and Igon. Zombie has come back a little bit, though. He has made a good charge on this second to last lap, but is it too little too late? Because Rocky Shaw, I mean, they are close. This is going to be close up front, at the back, sorry. Darjo and Corval look like they're safely through up front. We'll keep an eye on this all-important 5th and 6th position here. Rocky Shaw makes a good job of T2. Can he get off T3 well as well in the final corner? I think he's just got enough on it. Zombie's late charge comes to nothing, unfortunately. Igon and Zombie knocked out in round 2. Another race 1 winner, Igon. Another opportunity for a potential multiple victory member gone. Any words for that, Igon?
Oh, I'm surprised I even won a race to begin with, so.
Right. Knocked out in round 2 is Zombie. Let me just check something. Knocked out in round 2 is Zombie and Igon, obviously, like I just said. Let me just find your name. There we go. That's because you were a race 1 winner. Race 2 winner was Darjo. Oh, I'm going to go and look at his comment because I guarantee he's putting a pretty cool comment. I've been surprising myself lately. Yeah, you're doing well, dude. That's a 50 million bonus there, and obviously 500 LP, so a nice little win for yourself there, sir. And you're safely through into round 3. That's the all-important bit. You're through into round 3. So, who is going to be in the next group? We have Razeffa. So 3 more of these Heat 2s to go. But Razeffa, we got Dr. Quantum, who was a race 1 winner, so he'll be looking to possibly do the hat trick and so on. We've got Reset My Account. We've got Kalia Cardigan, who just snuck through in the last race as well. We got Phobos. And then we also have Not Dead Yeti. So let's go and find out who the next bulk of members are to be getting through to the next round. Party time for Darjo. So you can tell the people that have already been knocked out because they've gone silent on Discord. Here we go. Taz, are you there? Sorry. If he, I don't know if he's not. I PM'd him really. I don't know if he's seen my messages or not. But anyway, the next race is underway. I'm just going to ping him actually, see if he's got my messages, because I could do without doing. There we go. Just PM'd Taz about something. As soon as he's been knocked out, he can get some fucking work done in court now, can't he? You know what I mean? So, 7 laps again. Here we go. Let's see what happens in this one. Anyone could win this. Basically, the only person that's on the winning streak in this one is Dr. Quantum, so he'll be looking to try and make headway in this one to try and get a second win out of 2 races. Kalia at the back early on. We saw Zombie make a bit of a comeback in the last race from a really, really big gap, from the group in front. So it is possible to come back on this track, but you can't leave it too late. I think Zombie left it a little bit too late in that last race, unfortunately. Not Dead Yeti is not going out Yeti if he gets in the lead and goes through like this, because that's a great start to this race for him. Lap 3 begins. Dr. Quantum chasing him down, saying, hey, I'm the form person here. I've just won round 1. I want to win this one as well. Ral Zephyr, we've got Reset. At the back, currently Phobos and Kalia, but it's too early to call just yet. As the blimp goes by. Press B. I'm not pressing B because it puts auto camera on. Which might be a blessing for you. I don't know how good my camera works. It could be shit. You'd be like, fucking, I wish you'd use auto camera. Not Dead Yeti comes off the final corner again. Lap 3 coming to an end. This really quick race again, obviously. Dr. Quantum in second. We've got Phobos now making a challenge for the lead group, moving into second place. He's gone from 4th to 2nd in the space of like half a corner. Takes second place, charging after Not Dead Yeti. So Phobos putting his hat into the ring for potential winners in these Marbles events. Don't forget, 50 million ISK for the winner in these ones. So with nice little bonuses. Ra Zephyr there with a charge. But as they're all doing this, up front, Not Dead Yeti, just nice and consistent. Nothing special, nothing spectacular. Not setting any alarm bells off or fireworks. He's just going about his business, hitting his apexes, hitting his braking points, getting on the throttle nice and easy, saving his tyres, not doing too much. He's in a good place up front. Who's not in a good place? He's Reset My Account, who will wish he could reset this race because he's currently in 5th place with Kalia at the back, who's obviously getting a bit chilly with his cardigan on. What? That's shocking. That's one of the worst ones ever. Not Dead Yeti, though, still in the lead, about to start the penultimate lap. Pace is dropping off a little bit for Not Dead Yeti, but it's not concerning just yet. It's not concerning just yet. And with the gap to Reset My Account and Kalia, I don't know. I think them two are already going out. I don't see how they can get involved. Not Dead Yeti, though, has regained his form on this lap. Dr. Quantum moves into 2nd place. We've got Razer for 3rd. We've got Phobos. They're your current top 4 that will be going through to round 3. Reset My Account, though, is making a late charge. At this point, I'd say Kalia is definitely out of it as we start the final lap. The battle for the lead, though, is happening. Not Dead Yeti's pace has dropped off on this last 2 laps, and it's now come to a head because Phobos takes the lead. Now, it's not all a disaster for Not Dead Yet if he doesn't win the race. The problem is, right behind them, Reset My Account, Dr. Quantum, race 1 winner, suddenly under pressure to get through to round 3, because in round 2, he's looking at a potential knockout. Not Dead Yeti retakes the lead. He's saying, no, I've led all this race. I want to lead the final lap as well. And he does. He comes across the line. He's going to take the lead. We're going to keep an eye on this 4th position, though, because this is not over. Reset My Account is coming for Dr. Quantum, and it's going to be so close. We're going to slow that down because that's going to be really close. Dr. Quantum under siege from Reset My Account behind, and he's going to hit the wall, which is going to slow him further. I think he's just going to get it, though, isn't he? I think Dr. Quantum, he is. Dr. Quantum's just going to squeeze through by a matter of, that's got to be hundreds, sorry, Gardy, of a second. There we go. Literally a tenth and 3. There we go. Crazy. Crazy result there. Thought Dr. Quantum was going home for a second there, but he manages to sneak through. Knocked out in round 2 in this one is Reset My Account, who looked like he was going out very early on, but somehow managed to stage a comeback at the end. Race 2 winner is going to be Not Dead Yeti, who certainly isn't Dead Yeti because he's going through. Then the next one we will have the next group. So just give me a second. Clear that. Let's get the 6 on. So in this one we have, it's going to be Abs Friedrich, who managed to get through round 1. We're going to have Matt Richards, who was a race 1 winner, very convincing race 1 winner as well. I think he was the most dominant of the wins in round 1. We've got Takai Hinken. We've got John Taggart, and it's happening again. We've got John Taggart, and we've got Dante in the same heat once again.
Oh, yeah.
Potential here for fireworks once again. And then we have Nazgul as well in this one. After that, I should have 6 more then, but I'm seeing... What race is this? This is race 4, isn't it? That's right, yeah, so okay, that's fine. Or is it race 3? I'm a bit confused now. That's race 4. We are down to Nazgul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll work that out in a sec after this race. Right. Nazgul, Dante, John, Takai, and Matt, and Abs. Let's make sure this is right afterwards. Let's take it to the track. See what happens. Potential for fireworks in this one. Some big hitters, some heavy hitters. Matt Richards, the race 1 winner, obviously. Nazgul obviously took his race win, so they'll be looking to try and keep the winning streak going. Let's get on with it. 7 laps. Here we go. Good luck, everyone.
Let me tell you something. I'm from Buenos Aires, and I say kill them all.
I only watched that the other week. That's weird as fuck. We were talking about what's his name who plays the lieutenant in it. What's his name? On Contempo Stream of a night and films he'd been in and stuff. And then someone linked me. I didn't know that he streams on Twitch. You know, Rico. He actually he streams on Twitch. He plays the Starship Troopers game on Twitch. And I tuned in, and he looks so fucking old now. I was like, oh my god, it's so weird looking at him now, like compared to Starship Troopers film. I had no idea. To be fair, if I'd have tuned in, I probably wouldn't have even known it were him because he looks so different now. Like, obviously, it's like 30 years ago nearly, that film. So, which is crazy in itself, to be fair. Great film though. Still aged as well. When you watch it, like the CGI in that film is still really good.
Yeah, for the period, definitely.
Massively, yeah. It still holds up pretty well.
Classic.
The Starship Troopers. So I like 1 and 2. 3 started to tailor off a little bit. It wasn't too bad. It's watchable, but it was a little bit weird. But 1 and 2 are pretty good. 1 obviously is just hands down the best, but 2 was all right as well. Matt Richards, who dominated race 1, is currently dominating this. We're already halfway through it. Lap 3 coming to an end. About lap 4. Nazgul, Lancer, and Matt Richards, the 2 that won round 1 races, are currently 1st and 2nd, but Abs is about to change that on the outside. Still very close. Dante's still last at the moment, but still very much in touch with the group in front. So it's not over yet for Dante, and Takai also still has a chance. John Taggart there, currently in 3rd place, but not safe by any means because 5th is right behind him. Matt Richards there, strolling along in the lead, making a good job of this one so far. To start lap 5, well in front. Abs Friedrich trying to get after him, but can't do anything to match his pace at the moment. We've got John Taggart 3rd, Takai. Nazgul now demoted to 5th. One of our race 1 winners, Nazgul. I mean, we've had some shocks tonight, to be fair, already, but that'd be another shock. Dante at the back, though, might be the biggest shock of all. Dante, what's going on? What is happening?
I'm just throwing today, apparently.
That's not good. That is not good pace at all. You're going to have to get on with it like right now. You've got 2.5 laps pretty much to get involved in this one. There is still time, but you'd have to set off now, basically. You need to get going now. And the lead, though, Takai has come through the field from once a dropout position to now the lead. Matt Richards suddenly looking a bit vulnerable in the lead there. Falls to 2nd place. Abs now challenging for that 2nd place as well. The top 3, though, very much in front of John Taggart in 4th. So the top 3, as long as they work together, they've got 1.5 laps to go. Dante is making a comeback at the rear. He is catching Nazgul and John potentially as well. So there is still a chance for some late last lap drama here, depending on what happens. Currently, Nazgul and Dante would be going out, although John's looking a little bit vulnerable in 3rd as well. There could be some war decks flying shortly. Takai in the lead, though. Looks like he's got this one in the bag. Matt trying to go after him, but it's too little too late for the lead battle, I think, although we'll check an eye on that in a second. Dante has made a great comeback on these last couple of laps, and he's right there, but is it too little too late? I just don't see how he can close on John in 5th, even if he gets past Nazgul. Takai is going to take the win. We're going to keep an eye on the last 2 positions. It looks like Nazgul and Dante are going home. They're going to battle each other off the final corner, but it doesn't matter because both them positions are dropouts. Unfortunately for Nazgul and Dante, you're both going home. Big shock there. Scenes in round 2. Knocked out in round 2 is going to be Dante Volcanus. I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Right, let me just check this out now. Nazgul as well, you got knocked out. Just give me a sec, sorry. Right, so it's that race that splits. Okay. And then our race 2 winner there was, indeed, very much so, Takai, who came from nowhere. He was at the back at the beginning, came through to win. Let me just check how many race 2 winners there are here. So I need to check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this should be the last one, but I've got more members now. Why is there suddenly 6? How has this happened? Just bear with me 2 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. So there should be 6 round 2. Why have I only got 5? That's really weird. I don't even understand how that's happened. That makes no sense at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That can't even happen. Logically, that makes no sense whatsoever. Told you maths weren't my strong point. Alright, race 2, race 2. Race 2, race 2. That is 4. I'm going to have to sit and think about this because I don't understand how this has happened. How have we lost a round 2 heat on this list? It doesn't make any sense. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It makes sense as well. I don't understand. No, it doesn't because Shadow's there as well. What? I'm so confused right now. Knocked out, knocked out, knocked out. Right, so it starts from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How have I still got 16 people left? Three, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there is the 16. I don't understand how that's even happened. There should be one more race left with 6 people in it, and I've got 16. That just makes no sense at all. Six waiting to there. Right, you just have to bear with me a sec, guys, because so much weird's happening. I don't know why. That's just 5 as 2. That's 6. Six, 12, 18, 24, 32, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So we lost 20 people. This makes no sense at all. Absolutely no sense whatsoever. 36, 9, 12. That's 24. 30, 20 off. 6, 12, 18. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. How it all adds up? How can it not add up? All the maths add up. I don't even understand how this has worked. Right, I'm gonna have to watch something back a sec because this is totally fucking thrown me. And we are live. Well, like it's been one of the people going to do 6 laps again. Wild Tiger was a race 1 winner, and a round 1 knockout is the richest man in Eve apparently. I've just realised something. There we go. I needed 1 knockout position for round 1, didn't I? It should have been 2. Foul that
Yeah, and
is.
he bought a 500 million pacifier just because.
Alright, I guess we gotta start over.
Right.
Yeah,
I've
10
just
mil
that's
for
why I've got extra people. Okay, this is going to be fun. I know why, because the previous screenshot that fucking came up originally had -1 on it and not the -2 that it should have done, which is really frustrating. So let me just think about this now. So we've had 3 things. How many races can we get in now? If we put 6 in this one, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fucking. It's fucked this up completely now. This.
How many people do you have left total for this round?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Let's do 4 heats of 4 then. 2 knockouts.
Yeah, but it's just not really fair. Then this is the problem. It's just not fair.
Well, we all kind of understand that coming into these giveaways.
To be fair, they've never
are
gone wrong
rigged,
for
really.
They've never gone wrong for ages. This one is because I had the wrong. Because I'd opened the screenshot with a -2 on, and it had managed to switch when I'd switched screens. It had gone back to another one that said -1 instead of -2. So there should have been 2 knocked out in round 1. I can't believe I've done that. That's so annoying. Okay. So we lost 2 from them. We're just going to have to do an odd race, and then that'll get it back on track again, because we'll have the amount we need then. So we'll have to do an odd numbered race. I'm going to have to do 3 5s with 1 6. Man, that sucks. How the fuck has that happened? Seriously, that's ridiculous, man. Right, apologies. That's the first time one of these has ever happened like this. Normally, maths always add up, and tonight it's obviously gone tits up, so I apologise for that.
Yeah, it's your first monthly giveaway in 2 months. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's just frustrating because there's a lot of planning goes into this as well, and it's just kind of because a screenshot's gone to left instead of staying on that one I had it open on. It threw me off because I've seen -1 instead of -2. But let's see what it is. Right. So let's just carry on, and we'll work it out as we go along. So I'm going to do. It's just such an awkward number as well, 16, because it doesn't even go into anything that I can do equally and fairly.
Truly never beating the rigged allegations at this point now.
Well, I'm going to have to do 3 races of 5s with 1 with a 6 in. I'm going to have to do 3 races. So just help me out if you think this is fair or not. I think it's going to have to be 3 races of 5, which would give us a 15, with 1 with an extra 1 in. And then we're just going to have to go out on a whim that's going to have 3 knockout positions instead of 2. It's the only way I can do it. It's the only way it can happen. And if that other person complains that's in that last one, then I'll just have to give him like a bogey prize or something. Because like, there's no other way of doing it. Otherwise, it just won't add up for the finale stuff or anything. Then.
But is the heat tour started, or are we continuing?
Oh no, we're carrying on. Definitely, I'm not starting again. Fuck that.
Can you not do 4 races of 4?
Could, but then you lose 1 and the others lost 2. So I'm trying to make it fair for everyone. You know what I mean? It's just a bit awkward. Right, I'm going to do that 5 for that. So it's going to be 5, and it'll be -1 in these. Just -1. So there'll be 1 knockout position until the last one where there'll be 2. And then it'll even itself back out again, hopefully. Let's just crack on and pretend it's not happened. Right. Apologies for that. I have no idea why it went to that other screenshot. So let's just carry on as normal. We'll just ignore it for now. Let's get the racing going and see what happens. That's really thrown me off, that. Okay, so in this one, there will only be 1 person knocked out. In the next 2 races, there'll only be 1 person knocked out. Which doesn't really work out unfair because there's an extra race anyway. So there should have only been 5, where there's going to be like 7 instead. So there's still the same chances getting through as there were before, even if you only lose 1 position in this. the person that would have been the other knockout in this will just go into the next race, if you know what I mean. So it all works out fine. It's just the last race. There will be multiple knockouts instead of just a one in these. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If someone's not happy with it or whatever, we'll sort some out afterwards. Main thing is we get enough people to go through to the next round. So after all these are finished, these round 2s, I'm just going to count up the round 3 amounts because we should have, at the end of round 2, there should be 18 marbles left for the final 2 races before the top 10 shootout. So we're just going to have to change it around a little bit, see how we get on. Astonishingly, Wham's in the lead currently, which is amazing. Didn't expect to see that.
Yeah, that's how we know you fucked it up.
Yeah, there's definitely something gone wrong if Wham's in lead. St. Kinson at the rear, still too close to call yet though. Lap 3 begins. Again, apologies for the mistakes. We'll get there. There's always something that fucks up somewhere. To be fair, the monthly giveaways have run like fucking clockwork for the last 6 months. It's just because of that fucking screenshot. Next time I do that, I'm not opening it from the screenshots folder. I'm gonna put it in its separate area so I can't accidentally flick to another screenshot. Because I have, when I do the templates for the races every month, I have the boxes all filled out with the numbers and stuff, and obviously because I've got it in the same folder as the other one, it's accidentally flicked back to the last month's one, which was a -1 round 1, not a -2, so that's what's happened. But it is what it is. Wham still in the lead from Midstream Castle, Crom in 3rd, the top 3 breaking away from the bottom 2. Don't forget, only one person goes out in this race, so bottom position will be knocked out, as opposed to the 2 in the previous few heats. Doesn't make any difference, because the rounds just carry over anyway. Midstream takes the lead. Mid-race, almost. Midstream, mid-race, takes the lead. Wham in 2nd position. Crom there in 3rd. Looking safe as well. Don't forget that last position. Shadow at the back there, struggling at the moment, but he's still in touch with Sane, who he could knock out. Midstream still in the lead. Wham looks like he tried to re-challenge for the race win there. Crom safely in 3rd. Not really worried about winning. Not really worried about behind at the moment. He's got a good gap. Shadow now retakes Sane there, around the outside on the final corner. Moves into that all-important 4th position in this race. Don't forget, it's the 5th place that will get knocked out. Midstream in the lead. Penultimate lap begins. St. Kinson, can he retaliate against Shadow, who I think won his race 1 race, so he'd be looking to try and do better in this one, but even just getting through, he would be happy with. Wham, though, takes the lead. What is going on? There's definitely something in the system tonight. There's some bugs in the system, definitely, if Wham's winning. The last lap, Wham's in the lead. Midstream, Crom challenging for 2nd position. Sane, though, has retaken Shadow for 4th. Not good for Shadow at the moment. Can he retaliate on this last lap? He's got to run down the back straight, so he's still in touch. Wham, though, has dominated the last 2 laps, retakes the lead, and he's going to take the race win. I can't see that ending over the line. No, it's not. We're going to keep an eye on this, but it looks like Shadow might be going out, unfortunately, because St. Kinson's pulled away quite substantially on this last lap. Comes around the final corner, and it is going to be Shadow Sam we're going to be saying goodbye to now. The top 4 go through nice and safely. Now we'll get back on this results page and make sure everything is running correctly. Knocked out in round 2 is going to be just the Shadow Sam, who was a race 1 winner. You can text him that if you want, Con. Tell him he's been knocked out in round 2. Race 2 winner is Wham Aldant. We had Midstream Castle in that one, so which means we start from Oxnard. So I'm just going to put that down just so I know. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Right, it's going to work out. We're going to be all right. Add names. We're going to clear. This one will be another 5, and then we'll have a 6 at the end. So this is going to be Oxnard. We've got Turka also in this one. We have Zequai, who was a race 1 winner, so he'll be looking to try and do a double. Smelly Muff. Apologies if you get behind him in the race. And from the Sky Gods. So that's your next 5. Obviously, bottom person will be going out in this one. Another 7 laps. Let's get on with it. Still rigged like a schooner for Rocky's latest comeback. Very good. Very good. It's that kind of banter that should be in the commentary. But often isn't. But there we go. What can we say? So in this race we have Zequai, Smellymuff, Turka, From the Sky Gods and Oxnard all trying to get through. Obviously 1 position is a knockout position in this one. The next race, which is the final round 2 heat, We'll have 6 marbles back in it again for a bottom 2 to get knocked out. And then we go to the final 2 races before the top 10 shootout, where the all-important last 5 from each heat will go through. So we've managed to recover it. From the situation there, we've managed to recover it. Smelly Muff takes the early lead. Lap 2 begins. I feel sorry for everyone else behind because it must fucking reek back there. Zequai is getting a mouthful of it right now. He's like, fuck that Oxnard. You can have second place. You take it. From the Sky Gods, pulling away as well. 4th position. Turka at the back at the moment. Already falling behind. Not a good start to this race for Turka. But you never know. He might have time to come back. There's still 5 laps to go. From the Sky Gods in the lead now. Takes over. He wants some clear air. He wants to actually smell some fresh air. Oxnard as well. Zequay is like, fuck that, I ain't sitting behind him any longer. But Smelly Muff retaliates on the inside, tries to retake the position, just about manages to fail to do so actually on the outside there. Zequay moves back into 3rd. Top 4 very close at the moment. We could have a great scrap for the lead here. Possible ping on Discord there. Just need to check something there. Just give me a second. Give me a sec, sorry. There we go. Let's get back to it now. So I was just checking the message there on Discord. Turk is still struggling at the back. Lap 4 begins. Well over half race distance done now. Zequay was a round 1 winner. Is now currently leading race 2. Interesting. So could Zequay be the first double winner tonight? We will soon find out because not long left to go. Oxnard from the Sky Gods. Smelly Muff, your current top 4, very safe. Turk 5th, still detached from the rear of the field, which is not good for him. Doesn't look like he's making any impact either at the moment. Zequay, though, in the lead with 3 to go from the Sky Gods behind. Oxnard, Smelly Muff, all safely through currently. Turker's starting to catch a little bit possibly back to the field, but it's a big gap there. It's going to be tough for him to get anywhere near the back of Smelly Muff there. And to be honest, would you really want to do that? I think I'd rather get knocked out, to be honest, Turker, just for the sake of having some fresh air in front of me, honestly. From the Sky Gods, starts the penultimate lap. Maybe the gods are looking down on From the Sky Gods at this point. Not only have they given him clean air, he's also in the lead. And don't forget, 50 million ISK for winning these round 2 races, plus the 500 LP bonus. So there's also some nice prizes to win, should you take the race wins. Turk is definitely out, surely. The last lap's going to be again. It's a pretty straightforward race, this one. Top 4 are going to go through. Turker looks like he's getting knocked out. Oxnard, Smelly Muff, Zequay from the Sky Gods look like they're all going through nice and safely. Zequay launches it up the inside, trying to make a last attempt to try and get the win. But I think From the Sky Gods has got this in the bags at the moment, which he definitely has now, going through these last few corners. Oxnard's putting a late charge, but it's too little too late. You 4 are going through. We knew this 2 laps ago, to be fair. That gap is far too big for Turker at the back. From the Sky Gods takes the win in his heat. There we go. Oxnard comes across. Smelly Muff, Zequay, as we say. And Turker at the back will be a round 2 knockout when he gets across the line there. Never really featured in that one there, Turker, unfortunately, sir. So let's get these results locked in. Knocked out in round 2 is Turker, as we say. There we go. Race 2 winner from the Sky Gods. Right, we're going to get the last 6 in now. The last 6, and then we're through to the final 2 races before the top 10 shootout. So this one's going to be a 6. I know the last 2 have been 5. This will be a 6, so it's a slightly odd number compared to the others, but this is the only way we can do it to get back on target from that fuck up earlier. Wild Tiger. The numbers might actually change for the next one as well, to be fair now, but we'll see. Joe Chico, also in this one. He was a race 1 winner, as was Wild Tiger. So 2 people in this one that could still do doubles or triples or win all the lot. You know, you never know. We got Con in this one, and then we have Blaze and Did Good When, and that's every member covered there who got through. So it's fair, all fair and above board. There's no rigging going on whatsoever here. There we go. If anyone claims it's rigged, they'll get banned. There we go. 6 races in that one. There we go. Disgusting. Here we go. Let's crack on with it. The last race in round 2, and then we go to a different track. So 7 laps to decide. Bottom 2 in this one will go out, so it's not just the last person in this one, it's bottom 2, as we are now back on schedule. There was an extra race, basically an extra 2 races for round 2 happened. There should have only been 5, but there's been 7 instead. So it has dragged on a little bit longer than expected, so apologies for that, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Early leader Dublin. Wild Tiger, remember. and Con, both race 1 winners. They'll be looking to try and make sure they get a double, possibly. Sorry, Con wasn't racing. It was Joe Chico and Wild Tiger. Sorry, I'm talking bollocks. Joe Chico and Wild Tiger. They're the two that are currently on the winning streaks. Dublin in the lead, though, has barged his way through into the lead. He's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. So a good start to the race for him. At the back, very close. We'll get a couple of laps, though, to settle down. You never know. We'll get a couple of... Has it got the race things on these? What does it say on here? I've never read this. We scrolling text XD. Is that it? Sorry, I'm just watching this. I've never read this.
That's pretty funny, actually. I like that.
Marbles on stream laps. Right. In the lead, Dublin's been caught by Blaze. I just saw that in the background there. Dublin's been caught by Blaze. Challenge of the lead. These two pulling away now from 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Wild Tiger at the back. The 2 race winners, the 2 race 1 winners, Joe Chico, Wild Tiger at the back currently still. Can they make a challenge through as this race progresses? Lap 4 begins. It's Blaze from Dublin now who's taken the lead. Didgo Wen and Con 3rd and 4th, securing them positions at the moment. But Joe Chico is right there still. Right there, not to be discounted just yet. Wild Tiger coming through in the background as well. As we go into the final few corners. Blaze trying to get away from Dublin up front, who's having none of it, and he's trying to go with him. Them two looking very secure up front now to get through into the round 3 heats. Didgo Wen, Joe Chico, Con and Wild Tiger all closely tied together. And don't forget, the bottom 2 go out, so it's very important. Joe has demoted there, Con. Con now falls to final place from 4th to 6th in the space of 1 corner. Joe now moving into 3rd place by the looks of it. Yes, he is. So Joe is some real late race pace here. He's making a bid to get through. And talking of pace, Blaze has blazed his way into the lead and blazed well in front of Dublin at this point. Joe Chico, Con's come back into 4th. He's managed to get through. Didgo Wen's going backwards slightly with Wild Tiger looking unlikely to feature at the rear, but there's still 2 laps to go. So there's still time. There is still time. Blaze, though, I said there's only 2 laps to go. Blaze has only 1 lap to go nearly because he's nearly round there already. The gap in this race is huge. Con with a strong pace in 3rd, followed by Joe Chico. Didgo Wen trying to fight back. Obviously, 5th and 6th are the knockout zone at the moment. Blaze going across line, coming under increasing pressure from Dublin on this last lap. They're going to fight it out for this race win on this lap, but they're both safely through at this point, I'm pretty certain. As is Con now, I think. I don't think Con can be caught for 3rd. So the top 3 looking very secure. 4th, 5th and 6th, still a possible question mark there. Didgo Wen's done a good job. The 2 race-winning marbles from race 1s, from the heat 1s, both struggling at the rear, and I think that gap now is far too big. We'll keep an eye on the leaders, make sure Blaze is going to bring it home because Dublin's closed him down, but I think it's too little too late. He's got some good pace towards the line, but Blaze is just going to take it on the line. And the final 2 positions are definitely decided because Didgo Wen has done good on the last lap to pull into 5th position, 4th position even. 5th and 6th, Joe Chico, Wild Tiger, you 2 are getting knocked out. And that is the race 2 heats complete. Finally, we got there. We got there after some advanced math problems. Basically, I miscounted. Race 2 winner, Blaze. Well done, sir. Blazing your way to a win. Knocked out in round 2 is going to be Joe Chico, who was a race 1 winner, and Wild Tiger, who was also a race 1 winner. Right, we got to round 3. We finally got there. Round 3. Thank Christ for that. Now, if my maths is right, which it hasn't been so far, we should have 18 marbles left. So let me just count through. Just give me 10 seconds. So 1, 2, we got 3, we got 4, 5, 6, we got 7, we got 8, we've got 9, 10, we've got 11, we've got 12, we've got 13, we've got 14, we've got 15, 16. It's coming more, isn't it? I can see already it's coming more. So there's going to be a lot more people getting knocked. How has this happened? What has even happened with this tonight, honestly? I don't even understand how it's gone so bad. We'll just throw everyone in. There we go. All right. I'm just going to do it as it goes. I need to work out how many there are, and then we'll just split it up into 2 races, and then you'll just battle to get through to top 10. So it's still going to be fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. How is this? 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. How have we still got 28 left? It doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even make any sense. So that's going to be 14 marbles in these races. This is really strange. Right, I need to look at this afterwards. I have no idea what's happened here tonight, honestly.
And how many lose?
Well, it was it was originally supposed to be 2 heats of 9, and we'd lose 4, which would give us the top 10 shootout. Now it's going to be 2 heats of 14 to give us where 9 people get knocked out.
Outstanding.
I don't even know how this has happened. It makes no sense at all. It makes absolutely no sense at all.
Yeah, you've just turned it into a weekly giveaway where we up the yeetage each round.
It's just crazy. I can't wait to look at this back and see how this has actually happened maths-wise, because even in them last heats where I knocked people out, it doesn't make any sense still, because the same amount of people should have got knocked out. So, yeah, we're just going to have to play this one by ear. Madness. Absolute madness. I have no idea how this has happened tonight with this. All because of that one screenshot throwing me off early on.
You let 10 extra people through. You only got rid of a couple.
You what, sorry?
You let 10
Yeah,
extra
yeah, that's
people.
what it is, yeah, because there was 10 extra people. So, but
You
it
only
still doesn't add up.
rated-
It still doesn't add up. 28, like, it should have been 19. Like, it doesn't even make sense. There's always next month. Dr. Connor. It's really that is blowing my head tonight, honestly. Like, it was all planned out. I had it all planned out for days, ready to go. And then one screenshot has just fucked it all up, and I just don't understand now.
I just have to say you shit at this game.
That's fine, yeah, that's fine. Shit at hosting these events. Shit at the game. Yeah. Right. That should be your first 14. So this is going to be quite I mean, at least it gives a brawl in last bit, I guess. Now, let me just check now. There is another 14 on this list. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, so it is 14. So we're going to have to lose 9 in these. So you're going to have a big race anyway, at least. So this is going to get a big battle. Does anyone want to pick a specific track for this one? Normally we go to, like, I don't know, like one of these or something, but does anyone want a specific... Actually, do you know what? We're going to do what we usually do, which I think... Was it the brick? I can't remember. One of these tracks we usually do for round 3. Let's do Sabre. We always do Sabre. Sod it. Let's get on with it. We've already wasted too much time. Right, normally these go a lot quicker than this, are a lot more efficient. Obviously, I've just fucked it up tonight, so I apologise. I have no idea how this has happened. We're going to keep this a little bit shorter. We're going to do 8 laps around this one. 14 people in these ones. Basically, top 5 go through. So if you're in that bottom 9, you're going out, unfortunately, because a lot more have got through to this stage than ever should have done. Which is good for all you lot that have got through, because it means everyone gets extra payouts. Because in round 3, if you win a race, you will get 75 million ISK as a bonus, plus 750 LP. If you get knocked out in round 3, you'll get a 50 million ISK bonus. So I'm going to be paying a lot of fucking ISK in these races. 9 times 5 in both. Pretty incredible. So there's going to be a lot of ISK to be won in these. That's shocking, actually. That's actually shocking. I've cost myself here with this mistake. You guys have benefited from this. I've fucked myself over with it, basically. That's how this has worked out. Early leader, Darjo. So like I said, we've got 8 laps in this one. We've got 2 of these. So 2 8-lap heats, and then we go to the final top 10 shootout. So thanks for sticking with us. If you're still on Discord and you're a little bit behind and you're a little bit confused, so am I, don't worry. But we're here. We're at the final nearly now. So just stick around. You'll get to see your prizes and stuff. It has just about worked out, but there's extra people got through round 1 that shouldn't have done. Actually, you should be grateful for that fuck up. If you're still in this now, you should be grateful, because you probably should have been knocked out in round 1.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you've all scalped an extra 50 mil out of me here, all you lot that are still in. Even if you get knocked out now, it's 50 mil you should never have had. Disgusting. I can't wait to watch this back later, right? And I'm going to look at who got knocked out in all round 1, or should have been knocked out. You know, the people that finished 4th, and I'm going to send them like awful emails and stuff, you know what I mean, like with some really nasty messages in and stuff.
Translation, he fucked up and now he's blaming us.
Yeah, gotta blame everyone else.
Yep, pretty much.
Blaming everyone else. I was so prepared today. I think this is the most preparation I've ever put into a monthly giveaway, and it's the least prepared it's ever looked. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like I've just thrown it together 5 minutes before a race, which is not true at all. I think it's the 50. The 50 overwhelmed me, because 50 people signed up, so it is your fault. Because 50 people signed up, it was just too much. I couldn't handle it. Once we went above 10 members in this giveaway, the maths became too hard for me. So yeah, it is your guys' fault. Not taking too much attention yet as the positions. We're only on lap 3 of 8, but the early top 5 are looking like not dead yet. Darjo, Abs, Dognut, and Dr. Quantum. But that changes at every corner at the moment because there we go. Look, Corval's. Well, he did try and battle through. He didn't actually make it there. So yeah, no repeat winners as well tonight. So not one person has become a repeat winner from what I saw. So there's no chance of a Grand Slam or anything like that, unfortunately. So it is literally just a straight battle now. So we're losing 9 in this one, like I say, and 9 in the next. This should have been 4, but basically the numbers had to get doubled pretty much because I let too many people through. Disgusting. But at least it gives us a good pack race for this one, I guess. At least this one's a pack race. If this field is already getting spread, though, that's for sure. Dognut 4th, though. Corval's still there as well. Abbas Friedrich up the inside, though, will secure that 5th position into turn 1. On the exit, though, Corvald fights back. Can he make it through? Seeing Corvald in round 3 in the marbles is shocking by itself. In fact, did he finish... I wonder if he finished 4th in round 1. He should have been knocked out. He might have done, actually. I can't remember.
I was one of them.
Oh, is it right? Well, you should be out then, but you're still in. You're still in. You're still going to get 50 million even if you get knocked out in this now. Everyone's guaranteed at least 50 million this now. But who's going to win? Don't forget, we're all here for a Varga tonight. That's the thing. All you guys that are still in this race here, you've still got a chance of winning a Varga possibly. So stick around. We got back on track just about. Just about. I hate it when I make mistakes like that. It really winds me up. Darjo, not dead yeti. Darjo, though. Darjo. We've not said this enough. You're in the lead again, Darjo. What is going on? I need to check the chat because Darjo is surely going to have something to say about this at some point. Because Darjo, to be fair, we'll stop saying it. Every time I say Darjo's name, like we had fires for ages. He'll probably set on fire now. But he's pulling away. You are actually pulling away, Darjo. That's a good lead to have on this track. It's really, really hard to pull back leads on this track. Dr. Quantum, Abs Friedrich, not dead yet. Corval, your top 5 currently. Dognut's fallen backwards in this race from being an early leader. Back of the pack, not looking good already if you're Rocky, if you're Billy Bob, and you need to get on with it pretty soon. But look at Darjo's lead. I've never seen such a lead on this track. How have you pulled that much on this track? No one's ever won by far on this track, maybe apart from AO. Oh, that just flew by then. Look at Seagull. So yeah, top 5 remains the same in a slightly different order. Dognut trying to fight back now, though, to get back into that top 5, which you've got to be in to get through. Bottom 9 will go out, like I say. 14 of you in each of these races. Way more than it should have been. I can't believe that. It's disgusting. It's going to cost me a fucking fortune, this race. I'm ashamed. Lap 6 begins. 3 to go. Top 5 is changing once again. Dognut there, moving back himself into 5th, dropping Dr. Quantum out. Can he hold that, though, on the exit? Because Dr. Quantum comes back up the inside. Dognut retaliates up the inside, takes 2 in 1, 3 in 1, and moves to 3rd. Dognut there on the move. Frostquake has joined the party now as well. So he's getting into the lead group, as it were. Abs Friedrich pulling away now towards Darjo. Darjo is still well in control, though. Frostquake, new member, trying to get involved in this lead group, and he's doing so up the inside of Dr. Quantum there, as you see, taking the position. The group behind still in touch. Vesonius there attacking at the rear. He now tries to attack Dr. Quantum, who's going backwards, corner by corner at this rate. Was in the lead early on, or was one of the leaders. Now struggling to stay even towards the top 10. Darjo, though, comes by to start lap 7. Sorry, it's 3 to go now. Sorry, I miscounted. Sorry, 2 to go. Penultimate lap. There we go. Abs Friedrich. See, maths is all over the place tonight. Frostquake now puts himself into a position on the outside to challenge Corval into turn 1. Can he do the switchback? Yes, he can indeed. He takes the position. Corval's still there, though. Dr. Quantum and Vesonius battling it out, trying to just remain in touching distance of those positions to get through. Struggling at the moment, though. Billy Bob's come from the rear. Trocky in that pack as well, in the top 10. Still not out of touching distance of getting through. Darjo, though, at the moment, absolutely dominating this race. Looking for the potential of a 75 million ISK bonus plus the 750 LP to go with it. But more importantly, his sealed position into the top 10 shootout. He's got one more lap to go as he comes round. Darjo looking very good up front. Can't see that lead changing. I think Abs has caught him a little bit from the last lap. Frostquake, though, look at that. Frostquake, who managed to come through into the top 10, top 8, is now looking to challenge for 2nd position as he comes off the final corner. Not dead yeti there. Have we got anyone else here who's appeared? Billy Bob, like I say, who's come through from the back. He's right there in 7th, possibly looking to challenge Dognut or Corval, who are in that danger zone. Even though they're currently looking at getting through, i.e. Dognut, Corval would currently be going out, as would Billy Bob, Vasonia is still in there as well. The back guys look like they're out of it. Rocky Shaw and Ra look like they're out of it. Darjo's got it sewn up front. We've got Abs Friedrich, Not Dead Yeti. Very close with Korvald, Frostquake and Dognut at this point for that position. Billy Bob now getting involved. It's a four-way scrap for the final positions. Vasonius looks like he's a little bit too far back here possibly to get involved in this as we come off these final few corners. Darjo's going to take it, but we're going to keep an eye on these positions because these are the all-important positions. Top 5 go through, remember. Currently held by, I was going to say Billy Bob, but it is Billy Bob. Dognut on the outside, Frostquake on the inside, trying to barge through. This is going to be so close across the line here. We might have to slow this one down to see what happens. Darjo comes across the line to take it. We're going to slow it down and keep an eye on this, but I think Dognut has come off that corner really well, and he might have just secured that 5th place. I think he's just done it there, Dognut, because Frostquake's not got the pace as we come across the line. So unfortunately, everyone else behind Dognut is going home, but thanks to the error, you're all going to get extra ISK. So a lot of you there shouldn't have won fuck all, but you're getting loads. Race 3 winner, Darjo. I know I keep saying it, but it's, you know, Darjo doesn't have this luck in marbles. What's going on here? Race 2 winner and a Race 3 winner, Darjo. Have you got anything to say about it? Let's see if he's already commented. No idea what is going on. Something strange is happening to the world. I shouldn't be winning races. I agree. You shouldn't have even been in this if it weren't for fuck up. No, I'm only joking. You already got through. Knocked out in round 2. This is going to be a big list now. So we've got, let's start there. We've got Frostquake. Let me just find them all individually. And I can just copy that one. We have Billy Bob, who did a really good job to get back involved late on, but it was too little, too late. Phobos, you're also going home, unfortunately. Don't know where you live, but you're going home. Vasonius also didn't make it through, unfortunately for him. Zocta Quantum, race 1 winner, was knocked out in round 3. Matt Richards, who was looking really, really good early on in all the races, dominated his round 1. Ra Zephyr, Trockiu, also getting knocked out, unfortunately. And then we got Rocky Shaw bringing up the rear. Didn't make it through. And finally, we can get to the next one, and we've got a list now for the last 14 to battle it out on. Can you imagine if we get 100 in this? It'd be fucking chaos. I'll have to do some on a spreadsheet in future to make it easier. So, who didn't get through there? There we go. Knocked out in R3, knocked out in R3. Abs Regit was in that one. So, it should be Takai. It needs to be John Taggart. John's still in this as well. I forgot about that. We have Crom. I missed the music on menu. It was actually quite good, that music, but they changed it to some rap shit that I can't stand, so we had to mute it. Whamu won race 2, to the surprise of everyone. Midstream Castle. We've got Oxnard. We have Zequay. Smelly Muff. I apologize, there's 14 people in this that's going to smell him. From the Sky Gods, we've got Dublin. Please add up when I put this in now. Con. We've got Blaze. And the last person did good when it adds up. Thank fuck for that. Right, we're back on track. Same again. Bottom 9 get knocked out. We're going to go back to the same track, the Sabre, do the same amount of laps, and we're going to race with 14 of you to find out who's getting through to the top 10 shootout. If you're already through, well done. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. 8 laps again. Let's crack on. And then we finally get the finale coming up after this. And we can put this one to bed tonight because it's mashed my head a bit tonight, this one. Got to be honest. 22:49. Fucking hell. An hour and 50 minutes this has been going nearly. Shocking. All because of that fuck up. But has everyone enjoyed it nonetheless, despite the errors? Has everyone had a good time still?
Yeah, as always.
Good. As long as we've had fun.
No, it's a fucking fix. Fix.
Only because you got knocked out in round 1. Although, you never know with my stats. You might be in the finale, you know. Who knows? Wham Wham Aldent in the lead. What is going on? Darjo's won and now Wham's in lead again. I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy about this. I'm going to put the camera back here a sec. I just need to check a text message. So you guys can watch it while it unfolds. I just need to quickly check a text. Sorry, just texting my mother back here. There we go. That's that done. And while you guys are watching that, I'm just going to quickly check this message on here. There we go. Right, let's get back to race. Sorry. So, lap 2 well underway already. And Wham's pulling away from Did Good, who's doing good now. Smelly Muff right up there as well. We've got Zequai, we've got Oxnard up the inside. At the back, currently, Sane Kinson, who's struggling to hold on there. Dublin right there as well. It's too early to say yet because we saw Billy Bob in the last race. He was pretty much last in the lap 3, lap 4, and he still came through and nearly got through. But what's happening? Wham! I'm not liking this, Wham. This is not rigged enough for me. How are you in the lead? I don't understand. Wham's in the lead, and it's a significant lead. That's bigger than Darjo's lead at the end of last race. So Wham putting himself into a position. The only problem is if he goes too early, he might burn himself out. So we'll see. But that's already a really ominous pace from Wham, who he's putting himself into a place to possibly win this and get himself through into the grand finale. Second place from the Sky Gods, we've got Did Good Wen, Oxnard, Con, and Zequay there batting it out for 5th position. Con's going to come out on top of that one, as well as Oxnard nips through into that top 5 there. But it's too close to call. These positions are going to change corner by corner, lap by lap. So we'll just try and keep an eye on that as we go along. Con on a good line though there through that corner. That was really good. Made it a lot of time through there. The problem is you get a bit of a bounce there on the oval bit there. Still there though, still in 5th position. Zequai is going backwards a little bit from his early pace. Smelly Muff right there on the borderline for getting through as well. John Taggart there with Wardex threatening in like 9th, 10th place I think he is, somewhere around there. Now he's fallen even further back now. John, any thoughts on your position right now?
Nope. Disgusting.
No, I mean, well, bide your time. Still half race. Disgusting. Half race distance. She's second to last, but there's still. I mean, what is disgusting is this. I don't know how this has happened. Obviously, this rigging's got. I've rigged the wrong marbles. Wham! Please don't war deck me if you. There we go.
Rigs for management.
It is, isn't it? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Well, to be fair though, saying that, Taz got knocked.
Hear the pent-up emotion in John's voice there.
Oh, he is. He's getting very angry. He's getting angry. I dread to go back into the game in a minute after this because I just go back and Asbel will be in pieces. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm a bit worried. Here he goes though. John making some moves there. He's going to try and take 3 or 4 in one. He does so. Smelly Muff now right at the back. Was almost looking to be getting through, but now right at the back. Wham though. Lap 5 begins, and I can't see anyone catching him already. It's just turned into a rout at this point for Wham. What hasn't turned out is look at this 4-way scrap though for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and they're the all important positions there. You've got Oxnard from the Sky, Diggowen, Takai who's joined that group now, pushing Con down to 6th. Smelly Muff well at the rear. Sane Kinson's never featured in this all the way through. He's been at the back from the very start. John Taggart starting to make some moves in that midfield. We did see this last race, don't forget. People in that midfield to the back end of it, Billy Bob, to name one, came through quite late on and nearly got through. So if you're in that group there at the moment, it's still all not over. It's still all to play for. Wham looks like he's got this in the bag. He's obviously found his marbles raison d'etre at the moment because he's pulling away in the lead. Oxnard from the Sky Gods takes the 3rd position. We've got Did Good Wen, Takai. Con's gone. He's okay. He's still there. Dublin now moving in to try and get through. We got Blaze, John Taggart there on the outside trying to make up some positions, but still 3 from last for John Taggart. Can he take Smelly Muff? Yes, he does, actually. John had a really good corner there. He's brought himself back into a possible chance. Smelly Muff going backwards. Crom just behind him. Sane, like we say, is never featured in this. We got Oxnard in 2nd now, starting to pull away from the pack behind. Maybe he's thinking, I want to get away now. This is the chance. Did good when trying to challenge. Takai right there in 5th as well. The top 5 remain the same, especially Wham, who's I've never seen anyone win by that much on this track. That's insane. In this mid-pack, though, it's starting to change a little bit because Con is now trying to get the inside of Takai and does so. Can he keep the position secure on the end? Dublin's moved there into 5th, now into 4th as well. Dublin's making some late moves here. Very close. From 2nd to 7th is very, very close. 2nd to 8th is very close, actually. So any of you guys could still get through. Not looking good for, I'd say, Smelly Muff, Cron, and John at this point. Sorry, Insane at this point. John's still on the back of that pack and still has a chance. Zequay as well. I'm going to quick sip of water here. My throat's getting bad. There we go. Okay, now. Wham in the lead. Nothing's changing there. Top 5 remain the same, although Con's just taken Dublin, so now Con moves back into the top 5, possibly even higher if he gets a run off that corner, which he does. Moves into 3rd place. Nice move there from Con. Bottom 3 look like they're done. Smelly Muff, Crom, and Sane. I think it's too little too late for you guys. And Takai and John now starting to fall away as well. It's now or never for them guys at the back, I'd say, because From the Sky Gods has been securing 2nd for some time now. I mean, we haven't looked much at Wham, but he is in the lead. Oxnard, From the Sky, Did Go When, Con are your top 5 currently. And they've broken away a little bit from Dublin now. A little bit of a gap has opened up as we head now into the final lap. Con has got a bit of a gap behind to Dublin. Not enough to be secure, though, I'd say. Smelly Muff is making a little bit of a comeback. I just called him out for not being involved in this, but he's actually now coming back through a little bit. But I'd still say that bottom group now, it's too little too late. I don't see how they're going to get into the top 5 when you consider the top 5 is literally like there and there all the way back there. I don't think it's going to happen. I'd say Dublin, Midstream, and Zequay have still got a chance, but that's also a slim chance. You never know, though, on this track. And as they all bunch up here, this gives an opportunity to Zequay to come to the inside. Oxnard will take it on the exit, though, and gets a good run. Top 5, again, still the same. Still really close, though. One mistake. Zequay is going to get a really good run off that corner, and Zequay moves up 2 places in one corner to take into 4th position. That knocks Con back into the bottom 6 now, or the top, out of the top 5, should I say. Midstream right there as well. Barges his way through and takes Oxnard. That was a crucial move for Midstream, taking himself into the top 5. Oxnard fights back, though. Wham's going to take the win. We're going to come around the final corner. This is the last lap. From the Sky, Did Good When, Zequay, Midstream and Oxnard side by side in the midfield. But it's for this all-important 5th position. Con's right there as well. We might have to slow this one down, possibly. Let's see. Do we have to have a look at this? We've got 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. I don't think Oxnard's going to do it. There's not enough pace. I think, unfortunately, everyone behind Oxnard is going home. There we go. At the rear, Sane Kinson never featured in that race. Right at the back. Right, let me get these results down, and we can finally get on with Grand Finale. And we can get out of this shithole. Knocked out in... Sane Kinson. Unfortunately, there we go. Crom also going home. But don't forget, all you guys that get knocked out in this, there shouldn't have been this many of you. You're still making more risk than you would have got had I followed the proper schedule, so you can't all complain too much. You're getting a lot more risk than you should have done. Smelly Muff knocked out. We've got Takai, who looked really strong early on. He's going home as well, and he was a race 2 winner. John Taggart, who I'm pretty certain will be letting loose the dogs of war as we speak. Cry Havoc.
Nah, I behaved this time.
You just watch yourself. Dublin, Con also getting knocked out there, unfortunately. We have Oxnard, the last person to get knocked out, which leaves us with our race 3 winner, which is going to be Wham. I don't understand what's happening. Wham's run round 2. He's now won round 3. Can he do the hat-trick and win the grand finale, which is coming up next? Let's go there now. Grand finale, top 10 shootout coming out. This is what we've all been waiting for about 3 fucking hours. Here we go. Let's get the names in. Let's clear the list and get the final top 10 we've got there. Jesus Christ! You watch. If this is an extra number now or something now, we're just going to cancel it all. Dognut.
Yeah. Wham actually has chances now in these races because there's no fires.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the bad luck's gone. Darjo as well. To be fair, Darjo could do the hat trick. So there's Darjo and Wham that could be on a hat trick because Darjo won race 2 and race 3. If he wins this, he's also on a possible hat trick. Corval somehow made it to final. Don't know how that's happened. There's definitely something weird in the system tonight. Wham and Corval getting to finals, just not. It's not on. Not Dead Yeti. He's not dead now, because he's going into this race. Abs Friedrich snuck through. He's done nothing all night, really, and sneaks through into the finale. A little bit like Corvald. We got no one from that group got through. Knocked out, knocked out, knocked out. We've got Wham. Like I say, getting through. Midstream Castle, another one, who's not really done anything, but he's managed to get through all the time so far. Zequay. Now I should have 2 more from this list now, and we should be good. If there's 2 more, it's perfect. From the Sky Gods. And Knocked out, knocked out, knocked out. Yes, did good when. There we go. Perfect. We got a top 10 shootout. We got there. Jesus Christ. Right, what are we doing for top 10 shootout? Is it going to be the old Totular? It's going to
I
be.
don't
isn't it?
know why you asked.
Yeah, I'll not even ask. Totally Tubular it is. Let's go. Let's have a good race now to finish this disastrous monthly giveaway off. Disastrous for me because I've had to pay out more fucking ISK. Right, we're going to do 10. 10 laps round here. Not too long. 10 laps, totally Tubular for the top 10 shootout, of which you will be winning a Varga if you win. Have I put 10 people in there? Why does that look? Yeah, it is. Right. It looks suspiciously like 6 at start, but anyway, here we go. So, prizes for this giveaway. If you finish first, you'll be getting a Varga plus 5,000 LP. Second place will take a Genius plus 12 booster for 4k LP. 150 Plex for third place, which is plus 3,000 LP. A Lashak for fourth, 2,500 LP. Pitham A-Type medium shield booster plus 2,000 LP for fifth. Sixth place will take a Sentient Damage Control plus 1,500 LP. Nighthawk plus 1,000 LP for seventh. A Hulk plus 750 LP for eighth. Imperial Navy Heavy Energy Neutralizer plus 500 LP for ninth. And the final place prize is a Ferox Navy issue plus 250 LP. So you're guaranteed at least like 140 mil wherever you finish in this race. Good luck, everyone. Let's crack on with it. 10 lap race, totally Tubular. Let's hope we have a good finish to this tonight because it's been a little bit up and down with my mistakes. Well done to everyone that is through to the grand finale. Commiserations if you didn't get through, but also you still win some prizes, especially in that round 3s. A lot more of you won 50 mil than should have done, so yeah, be thankful of that. Be thankful of the errors because it's give people opportunity to win more ISK. So we've got 2 people in this that could potentially do a hat-trick. If they win this race, they will have done a hat-trick, and they are Did Good Wen and Wham Wham Aldent. Should one of those win it, they will do a hat-trick. Now, it doesn't mean anything, really, doing the hat-trick. It's not that you don't get any extra prizes for anything, but it's a little bit of a bragging right thing that there's not many people... Jesus Christ! The fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
Fuck me! Thank you
Wasn't
to every...
me.
That was
I'm awake now.
horrendous. That was horrendously loud. That literally made me jump. Yeah, so there's just bragging rights. If you do the hat-trick, it's just bragging rights, nothing more.
It would be pretty funny if Wham were to win it and he's not even here to see it.
Well, because Kelsey's not and he's never here. Wham, weird, never joins Discord when Kelsey's not here. And when he does, he's muted. I don't see the point in that. He shouts through Kelsey's microphone when he's sat in front of his computer with his own headset on. I've never understood that at all. It's the weirdest fucking setup I've ever seen. Very fucking strange. So, Wham, we're just going to all slag you off in this, because if you do win, we're just going to slag you off and call you a weirdo and stuff. A fat weirdo. There we go. Zequai, though, in the lead early on. We're not going to get too excited early on, because we know this track. We all know this track by now. Well, the regulars do anyway. You go too early on this track, you don't win. It's that simple. So you got to bide your time. I think Dognut's biding his time a little bit too much at the back, but you never know. He could come back later on, but that's a little bit worrying for Dognut at the back. Korvald, just to be honest, I think Korvald, even if he finishes 10th, he'll be more than just amazed that he's actually in the grand finale of a monthly giveaway. I don't think that's ever happened in the history of the Corp. So Korvald, well done. Big gaggle of marbles that goes from 2nd to 7th right there. Zequai escaping in the lead at the moment, but like I say, it might be too soon. The experienced old hands, although to be fair, there's not that many previous race winners in this event. I think Dognut's won one of them before, but he's not doing well at back, to be fair, in this one. I think he's already out of the chance for anything decent in this. He just looks like he's got one of them marbles that's really slow in these for some reason. Zequai has already lost the lead, though. Did Good Wen is doing good now, and he's decided now is the time to go. Don't forget, it's a little bit shorter than normal. We normally do something like 12 to 15 laps for this race. So it's a little bit more of a sprint race, this one, than the normal extended versions we do. I think we should all get our ears checked in the morning, because I don't know about anyone else, but that fucking sound a minute ago, I don't know what that was. Jesus Christ.
Can you speak up? I didn't quite hear you.
Exactly, yeah. I can't hear me, son. Very close at the moment for the lead. No breakaways. Did Good Wentz, followed by Zequai. Midstream, third. We've got Abs, Not Dead Yeti, and Darjo. Who's fallen backwards? It's Wham. So Wham was in that top 7. Still is. But now he's not now. He's 8th now. He's fallen backwards from the lead group. It's not looking good for a previous race winner. The person that's still in with the chance of doing the hat-trick is Darjo. He's still there, right there in 4th position. Anyone in this top 10 should be happy with the prizes they win generally, because you're getting the best of the, the cream of the crop, creme de la creme. But yeah, obviously the higher up you finish, the better prize you're going to win. Dognut has done a bit of a recovery at the rear. Looked like he was really struggling early on. He's coming back slowly but surely, and still not out of contention for winning one of the mid-pack prizes. I think he's a little bit too far behind the leaders now to do anything. Speaking of leaders, Midstream Castle has taken the lead. He's come from 3rd or 4th on that lap to take the lead. Did go Ben Zekwe, Not Dead Yeti, and Abs struggling to go with him at the moment. Half race distance approaching as Midstream comes across the start-finish line. There he goes. To begin lap 5. Maybe this is his time. Is he thinking, okay, I'm going to try and go now. I'm going to try and use all my pace now while I've got some clear air. Try and get away up front while these two battle behind. Zekwe and Diggleben going at it. But Midstream's not broken away massively. Zekwe is coming back in 2nd place. I'm hoping we get a real good close. It'd be nice to see 3 or 4 marbles battling for win on last lap. It's usually just 2 or 1 dominant winner. In the back, we've got Corval, Dognut, and Wham, who's fallen to the back. Wham's pace has just disappeared in this grand finale. I don't know what's happened there. It's almost like someone's added ballast to his marble. Midstream in the lead. Definitely no ballast in his marble at the moment because he's pulling away. Zekwe trying to fight back and get past Diggleben does so. Zekwe's only been here a little bit. Be happy to see some. A lot of new members in this one as well, to be fair. Actually, there's 2. Zekwe and Not Dead Yeti, 2 new members. The other guys have all been here a fairly long time now. Midstream has been about a month, to be fair, so he's still fairly new. This will definitely be his first monthly giveaway. Zidgoodwen trying to take up the fight now for second, or for the lead, should I say. Trying to move into 2nd position and pull away from Zekwe, which he's done so somewhat. Can Zekwe fight back? Yes, he can. Not out of it just yet. Like I say, don't think that Midstream's got this in the bag just yet. That gap looks significant, but it'll come down. I guarantee that gap will come down. And Darjo now, old hand Darjo. The only person now who can probably do the hat-trick because Wham is far too far behind at the rear. Darjo now moving into a position to challenge for the top 3. He's seen his moment now. Lap 6 has begun and suddenly Darjo now into the podium positions, moves into 3rd. Is he going to take 2nd as well? He's going to try it. He gets blocked a little bit there by Diggleben, but he goes down the outside. Darjo now moves into 2nd place just about. Can he hold it? Yes, he can. And the leaders come down, look. There we go. Midstream now possibly went too early because the 2 behind him are catching him. Diggleben retakes that 2nd position from Darjo. Could we be looking at a hat-trick? Darjo is in the top 3. He's got a chance of doing it tonight here. Behind, the whole group has caught up, to be fair. We've got Zekwe, Abs, Not Dead Yeti, From the Skygirls and Corval, all very close. Dognut and Wham at the rear struggling, it seems. Midstream Castle still leading. He's led the last 3 or 4 laps now. Diggleben is now hunting him down, though. Midstream Castle's pace has dropped off this last lap and a half. Although saying that, he's pulled away nicely there. He's had a really good sector 1 there. Darjo now struggling a little bit in 3rd from looking like he was going to be marching towards the lead. We've got Diggleben 2nd. Really good T2 start here. Really good sector 2 for Diggleben this so far. He's closed right up on Midstream. And now looking to challenge for this lead place. Diggleben, is he going to do good now tonight? As he comes down the inside of Midstream, who's led the last 3 laps, sees the lead being challenged and taken away from him possibly. Diggleben switches back to the outside. Can he use the momentum on the outside? Yes, he does. Darjo's come with him as well. Suddenly, Midstream, from leading the race comfortably, is about to be swamped. No, he's not. He's retaken it. But then Darjo's on the inside now. We've got a 3-way scrap. 3 wide into the final corner. Who's going to come out on top? Midstream's got the best line on the outside and makes the most of it, retaking the lead. So Midstream's got some good defensive skills there. He might not have the ultimate pace right now, but he's got some good defensive skills. And look at 4th place. Abs Friedrichs come from nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And he's taking Zekwe with him. Dognut and Wham involved in their own private tussle at the back. But suddenly, we've gone from a dominant race win to even possibly, you could say, an 8-way fight nearly for this Marbles race win because they're all in the same straight. And don't rule Corval out at the back. He might look far behind. But with 3 laps to go, that is not an unassailable lead to get back to Midstream Castle, who is struggling for pace and he's holding up the entire field behind him now. So every time Midstream defends, he's causing like a log jam behind him. And they're all closing up nicely for the final few laps. We've got Zekwe. Digglben's gone backwards a little bit, though. He was the early race challenger. He's now back in, 5th place. Darjo looking the most likely to challenge at the moment, but Zekwe's got some real late race pace. Comes through. Can he take the fight now? Midstream still in the lead. Nice consistent pace up front. Not the fastest, but the most consistent. Darjo's trying to go after him. Zekwe's trying to go after him. We've got Abs in 4th. We've got Didgood, who's struggling for late race pace. Looks like he gave all he had early on, and he's going backwards now. Darjo 2nd, under fire now from Zekwe. Early race challenger Zekwe looked like he dropped back and saved his pace. He's now back into 2nd position. He's now said, okay, I'm going to use the pace that I'd saved early on, and he's going to go after him midstream. Bit of a gap opening up, though. Got to get after him now if you're going to win this race. Midstream looking very good up front. He's got a nice, consistent pace, and he's really good at defending. We've seen that so far as we come through Sector 2. Zekwe closing down, corner by corner, inch by inch. And he's now right there. And he takes the lead on the inside. Midstream now loses the lead. Zekwe's come from 5th to 1st in the space of a lap and a half. Pretty incredible lap there for Zekwe. New member Zekwe coming through into the lead. Can Midstream fight back? He's lost the lead about 3 or 4 times now, Midstream. And he's always managed to retaliate. So far, this is the longest amount of time he hasn't been into the lead as we go into the final few corners of the penultimate lap to now start the final lap. What's going to happen off the final corner? Midstream's right there still. Zekwe gets a pretty bad exit there, which allows Abs and Darjo to close back up. They're still not out of this. Don't count out Abs or Darjo in this race winning fight just yet. Whole host of marbles, 4 of you battling away there from Sick Korvald, who's come through, like I say, to take that position. Midstream's retaken the lead, though. We saw that in turn 1, turn 2. Abs now trying to take up the position. Zekwe, late race pace, looking good, but has he used it a little bit too early? Has he worn his tyres out? Who knows? Midstream comes through the middle sector. He's got the most consistent pace tonight. Can he take home the victory? Zekwe's going after him as we come through into the final straight. There's only got 4 or 5 corners to go now. It's now or never. Zekwe challenges, though. He's got a good run there. They're really close. They're going to be side by side for this last sector. I think Darjo in 3rd, still just about in touch with a chance if he can get a good run through this final sector. But Midstream at the moment looking good. Fodder Varga, don't forget, as we come across the final few corners. Midstream going to the inside. That's not a good line, though. That is not a good line at all. Zekwe is going to close right up into the final corner. We're going to come off this final corner. We're going to be side by side off the final corner, but it doesn't matter because Midstream got a really good run there and takes the win. We're going to take a look at the other position. So Midstream takes the Varga. We've got 2nd sorted. Darjo is just going to hold on for 3rd by the looks of it. Yes, he does. Who else is coming across? We'll leave it there and we'll see who's coming across. We've got Korvald, who's come from the back to 5th. Didgoodwen's going to come across in 6th. From the Sky Gods, very close with Not Dead Yeti. They're going to be 7th and 8th. And then it's going to be Dognut and Wham, I think, quite far behind at the rear, so we can unpause that and get them across the line. GG to Midstream Castle and Zekwe and Darjo. They're your top 3. Obviously, well done to everyone in this race. You're going to win some good prizes. What the fuck is Wham doing? So slow. 10-minute race. There's your results. I'm going to print screen that. Just so I've got the results there. There we go. And that, I'm happy to say, is finally... How long did we go tonight? 2 hours. 2 hours that took the monthly giveaway. Monthly giveaway. Jesus Christ, as long as one ever. So I apologise for the mistakes. I hope everyone enjoyed it anyway. There's your winners. GG to all you guys for your top 10 shootout. Any final words from anyone else before we cut this off?
Zekwe is in Discord for less than a month, and he already wins the 2nd best prize.
Disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting.
As well.
GG all the time.
It's for less than 2 months.
Yeah. I will just point out, though, quickly, so if you did win one of the top prizes, obviously, if you're fairly new to the Corp, that will obviously be under scrutiny a little bit, so you might not get your prize straight away because we obviously have to keep hold of the higher value prizes to make sure people are going to stay with the Corp or stay playing the game. I don't want to give a billion ISK away to someone and they never play the game again, you know what I mean? So, yeah, just bear that one in mind if you're new.
I got something, Lee, real quick.
Go for it.
Yep. You probably would have saw an email earlier in the week about the member of the month. And that member of the month comes from you guys and your votes. So just respond to the email I sent out to everybody and give me your suggestion for who you think is an outstanding member of the month. It can be anybody. And let me know. And then in a future show, Lee and I will tabulate everything. And we'll announce a member of the month, and you're going to win a prize, and you get a special in-game medal that appears next to your name. So don't forget.
I nominate myself.
Nice one. I'm just going to add to that, Taz. Your tablet.
No, I didn't say PvP of the month.
Well, it won't be that either.
Zeke kill of the month.
I'm going to say, Taz, your tablet hill because I have tablet every night. It went tits up, so you're doing it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
Yep.
Catch you next time. That's the monthly giveaway done. Thanks everyone for joining Discord and watching and entering. Thank you for the 50 people that entered. Obviously making my life hell trying to add this up, but that was my mistake. Big fuck up. GG everyone, that was amazing. we'll catch you for the next weekly giveaway probably. Don't forget we've got the quiz and GeoGuessr next Sunday, I think, as well. So make sure you join us for that. Catch you then. Cheers.
Sayonara.